hey, guys, hi, it's me, it's Scott, it's Drew, over there to my left, your right.
Hey.
We're doing this like they're watching us, right? Your camera, right?
Well, your webcam's not covered up, so they've been watching this whole time.
Oh, no.
About everything that goes on in here.
We might, and you know, if you guys are good one week, we might actually do an episode on webcam, because
No thanks.
I'm really getting bullied into streaming, and I don't know, that could be one of the streams, or by the look on your face, maybe not.
We'll see. I don't know that I need to see. I can't stand hearing the sound of my own voice.
Let's add another
let alone
dimension to this.
Watching myself talk is not something else I'm interested in.
All the better.
All the better.
Hey, you're listening to The Worst Year of Our Lives / the news. I'm Scott at Not Scott Henson on Twitter and other social media except none. And that to my left, again, you're right, is Drew at Sarian Softpaws on more social media than me. Pretty good.
Yeah. Do I use them that frequently? I guess. Slightly more on Instagram, a lot more in Litterbox.
Yeah, but you're a big Facebook guy.
I'm a huge Facebook guy.
If I know one thing about Drew, big Facebook guy.
I can tell you right now the last time I actively posted on Facebook.
I would love to know.
I bet you it's
did the year even start in a 2? Or were you more of a 90s Facebook guy?
I was an OG 90s Facebook guy.
Nice.
May 29th, 2021 was the last time that and that was literally me posting that Chelsea won Champions League. So
your ex-girlfriend won Champions League?
My ex-girlfriend won the Champions League.
That's pretty good.
The last time I posted anything that wasn't Chelsea,
Chelsea
or Minnesota Timberwolves related, would have been, oh my God, September 15th, 2020. Wow. I changed my profile picture.
Nice. Damn, yeah. Profile pictures. I have not. It has been a minute since I have changed my Facebook profile picture.
Yep.
Haven't thought about that.
And everything else is just other people like wishing me a happy birthday and I'm not acknowledging them.
Yep.
Or also a very funny meme from The Simpsons of Lenin waking up and storming out and saying, "Must crush capitalism." That's a very good one. I'm proud of that one.
Is that the reason there's so many fucking communist losers on Twitter now? Is it
because of The Simpsons?
Because of you posting that meme.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, there's a bunch of hammer and sickle absolute failures.
Yeah,
who
aren't even real men.
Who have found some like a sort of a community, but it's worse than if they hadn't found a community.
Yeah. Instead of one lone wolf, you get 30 lone wolves.
Yeah. And like before, it was just like an ostracized neckbeard, and that's the way everyone liked it. Yeah. But now he's got a posse.
Now he's got an army of neckbeards.
Yeah,
they can all weave them together, so they're one giant neckbeard.
It's a shame. Some sort of neckbeard rat king.
Yep.
I like that very much. But before I laugh at that too much, quick update on the news. My car remains exploded. So if you would like to... Also, I think I did a bad job. I need to get better at e-bagging, first of all, is what I've learned.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people thought my car needs repairs.
Oh.
No. I need a new car.
But there is no car to repair.
Yeah, the car is done. The car went to heaven. So, yeah, everyone's like, "Oh, hope you get your car fixed. Here's $5." No.
Multiply that by $1,000.
Yeah, the message and amount should be, "Hope you get a nice new car. Here's $1,000." Okay? I appreciate the 5, but also fuck off.
Or, hey, I'm sorry about the car. Here's $25 for Drew.
Sure. You can play it that way too. And you're like, hey, where do I send this $5, $25, or $1,000? It's paypal.me/notscotthenson, NOTSCOTTHENSON. And someone who did send some money to paypal.me/NotScottHenson for the purpose of advertising was our good friend PayPig Eric, who, before I played his ad, cut off Drew with whatever he was going to say about it last episode. So, Drew, take it away and throw us to the ad. And go.
What am I supposed to do?
You were going to, when I played the ad last week,
time?
You were going to say something, but I cut you off.
Well, I was going to say that it's always interesting to listen to what other people have takes on things that we've talked about, mainly wrestling, especially when we off-pod started watching all of the ECW pay-per-views in order and decided that's just for us. That's a you, me, and Kelly thing, and not a you people thing.
No.
But there are other people out there who are making podcasts about things like that.
It's true.
That one of those hosted by PayPig Eric, who kindly has gone out of his way to give us some fair payment.
Doubloons. He did pay in doubloons, which I respect.
Yeah. Doubloons and wife nudes.
Yes, the two currencies that never go out of style.
The two most important currencies.
They will long outlive
and naked pictures of your wife.
Long outlive Bitcoin. So listen to this, and we'll be right back.
Ever heard of a little wrestling company called ECW? Well, over at the Complete ECW Story, Eric and Tom are going back to the beginning and watching every single show until the end of the company. Just search for the Complete ECW Story on any podcast app and subscribe. And for early access to every show, as well as the after show, bonus shows, Discord access, and much more, join the Patreon and become a ring rat like me.
This is extreme.
And we're back.
I don't like that you can't just look up media in a Twitter DM. Because I was going to say, while you're listening to the ad, I'm going to look at naked pictures of his wife. But then I had to scroll backwards to find them.
Scroll forever. I do think Twitter just added a thing that should have been there since the first day Twitter was on the internet, which is the ability to search DMs.
Yep.
Like I'm not crazy. They just added that, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's brand new. But also, why would we bother adding an edit button or
you can pay to edit.
What?
Like Twitter Blue, you can edit.
No
it's
thanks.
Fucking stupid.
Yeah, I'm gonna pay for Twitter Blue. Then I'm also gonna pay for YouTube Premium
yeah.
and
Get
fuck off.
Fuck out of here.
If you're gonna offer a free service, I'm not paying for it.
I will, over the course of my life, watch 1.3 years worth of YouTube ads before I give them a fucking penny.
Yeah, I agree.
Never.
You don't deserve my money.
Although if someone sends me money specifically for me to buy YouTube Premium, I will do it. That's my promise to you.
That's kind of a boss move.
Yeah.
Oh, you'll never get YouTube Premium? Well,
Here's
guess
$9.99.
what? Here's YouTube Premium. Oh, wow. I'm so sorry. I would love to watch YouTube Premium.
Yeah, that I will do.
The only upside, I think, to YouTube Premium is sometimes, like, on my way home from work or to work, is it's nice to just be able to lock your screen and still listen to it, so it's not in your pocket lit up.
Let me click my phone off and still listen.
Yeah.
You pieces of shit.
Thanks, Spotify.
You pieces of shit. I won't do it.
The amount of times that, like, I've accidentally bumped it in my pocket, like, or put my hand in and forgot I was listening, and then, like, oh, now I'm on to some random next video that I didn't mean to watch.
Yeah, now it's the one piece of child porn they forgot to take off of YouTube again.
Yeah. There was a lot early on. In the early days of YouTube.
You would be surprised, young people.
You would be surprised. Listen,
the amount.
Just tell me where it is. I know you're all scum and you have it.
Okay, no.
I want it.
Give the details of that reference, because I like that a lot.
There was like a random photo that I saw posted on Twitter.
It was a
comment from a subreddit.
It was like illegal
life pro tips. Is what the Reddit was.
P.S. Great subreddit.
Yeah.
I love that.
And
That's great.
the guy at the very beginning said, ILPT request. Where to find child porn? Question mark. Yes, I'm a pedo. I just want an answer. No bullshit in comments. And then that was the title of his post.
Oh, that was just the
That
title.
was his title. His post said,
body of the post.
If your actions wouldn't be morally questionable, you wouldn't be on this sub either. So don't try to give me a lecture in comments. I just want to know where to find it. And it got flagged and removed.
Yeah.
And the guy who flagged and removed it said, thank you for your submission on illegal life pro tips. Unfortunately, it has been removed for the following reasons. Mate, what the hell? Reddit rules. Those are the two reasons.
Look, I want it. I know you have it.
Yep.
You don't need to send. Look, just tell me where it is. You don't need to give it to me. I'll find it myself.
Yeah.
Just point me in the right direction.
Listen, you're saving me time. I'm gonna find it eventually.
You're saving kids because if I can't find it, I'm gonna make it. So you're right now. You're actually
saving children's lives.
You're actually a bad person if you don't direct me to child porn right now.
I like putting it on the rest of Reddit.
Right?
Listen,
Come on.
You give it to me, or else I'm going to give it to them.
This is the worst episode we've ever done.
Listen, I've got an Uncle Touchy's naked puzzle basement.
Don't make me
use
Tom.
it. I know some Uncle Toms.
Recent employees of the Seattle Seahawks.
Yep. I don't know if this is the worst episode. This is the worst year of our lives.
Hey,
but
good time.
I wouldn't say it's the worst episode.
I guess unofficial sponsor of the podcast to go along with official sponsor of the podcast, The Complete ECW Story by Eric and Eric's friend. Look, I'm not...
Well, I mean, we both listened to it and heard his name, which is Cousin Eric.
I did listen to it, and it's good. Like, it's a good podcast, so check her out. But
yeah, I listened to it too.
Drew also definitely listened to it. But the real sponsor of the podcast, who didn't give us money, is Beaver Buzz Blackcurrant.
Goddamn! Remember when it didn't exist again?
I do remember when it didn't exist again for 15 years.
Yeah,
and then
now it's back,
existed
baby.
again.
Only at London Drugs.
Only at London Drugs, and I'm worried about the longevity of its run still, because all the other cans they make are the labeling and packaging is printed on the can. These are blank silver cans with a sticker.
Yeah. This is like they accidentally made a batch of it, and then they were like, fuck, well, what do we do? I don't know. Just like, let's just print some labels and put some on blank cans until we run out, and then that's the run of Black Currant.
It's like the advertising for every like limited edition run of candy is like, there was an explosion at the Fruit Roll-Ups factory and we got crazy colors.
Yeah.
Like, only this really happened at the Beaver Buzz factory.
The Beaver Buzz factory.
They accidentally made a bunch of Black Currant.
Where is it? Surrey?
Yeah, I think it's British Columbia somewhere.
It is British Columbia.
South Surrey. You know what? I respect and don't respect the use of South Surrey, because for those who don't know, it's time to explain our local jokes so we get more than local work.
Yes.
So Surrey is a larger than Vancouver suburb of Vancouver.
Yep. Populated mostly by
Indians and white trash.
Yes.
Yeah. And never the twain shall meet.
Never. There is a hard divide.
Yeah.
Here's the train tracks. You do not cross them. I will not cross them. You will not cross them. We will stay separate, and then we will breed with only our own folk.
Yeah. But it's the bad suburb. Every major city has the bad suburb.
I grew up in Coquitlam, which is across the river from it, and my parents my entire life told me I was not allowed
You're not allowed to go. Yeah. So everyone has that place, so you know what we're talking about. And however, just south of Surrey is White Rock, which somehow Surrey stops being garbage right there and becomes super nice, and it's all these expensive houses and golf courses.
Well, I'm going to tell you how. Because public transit only goes so far.
Yeah.
And that's how you keep the riffraff out.
Yeah. You can't stop the buses.
If there's no SkyTrain or bus that far, then scum don't come. But
it's true.
Some come scum.
Yeah.
So, but It's the thing that we were saying earlier about
I Come Blood, Cannibal Corpse song.
Not a good song. Jane Come, good Japanese breakfast song. You were saying about the SkyTrain going to UBC.
Yeah. Bad news for the
bad
University
news
of
for
British
UBC
Columbia.
because so I, unlike my compatriot, did not attend the University of British Columbia. Some of us went to a art school where they held your hand for a year.
You went to clown college.
I went to clown college and I didn't graduate. I was a bad clown.
You got washed out of clown.
I got washed out of clown college. But I've been to UBC, you know, like a dozen times in my life.
Brag.
And you can just like pretty much go wherever you want.
It's nice.
You can just get off the bus as someone who doesn't go there and just go wherever you like.
Yeah.
It's not like there's, you know, doors that you need a key card for. Yeah. Or you're like, oh, well, this is like the commoner area.
I never thought about that. You kind of just can wander through any building on the entire campus
and like,
you want.
and nobody's checking on like who you are.
Why am I not doing that more? Also,
I don't know.
I went there, so I have rights.
I mean, yeah, you can go.
I can do whatever I want.
You should go and just start using printers.
Can I just...
you should just go and print everything you can think of.
I'm going to print some stuff.
Print the entire Encyclopedia Britannica. Just go.
And you can like if you got a degree from there, you can go back and like grab a girl.
Yeah, you could go in the locker room whenever you want.
Yeah.
And just do whatever. It's fine. You graduated.
They're probably unisex locker rooms.
Where's your
now,
diploma?
So I can go in. My diploma is right above my tapes in the den.
Oh. Well, there you go.
The two things I'm proudest of: my degree and my tapes.
My tapes. Your stories.
I have the entire run of Guiding Light on VHS. It's 17,000 VHS tapes.
Yeah. One episode per tape.
Taped in Ultra SP for maximum quality.
Ultra LP. Little people.
Wee Man?
Wee Man. But yeah, it's really going to make UBC, I don't know, a lot less safe because every scumbag can sneak onto the SkyTrain and just get wherever they want.
And scumbags who are traveling to a scummy part of town, I don't know, fall into a methadone coma.
Yep.
And then wake up at the end of the line, which is now UBC, and get kicked off.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, now you have a pack of chuds just roaming the university campus.
Yeah. Well, it's like for me, like Coquitlam Center was never like a scummy place because the SkyTrain didn't go there.
That was a very white mall.
A very white mall. Yeah. And like there was one bus, sure, but like
it's safer here. Yeah. It stays white out later.
It stays lighter out later. You can leave your front doors unlocked, and you don't have to worry about your daughters going places. But yeah, as soon as the SkyTrain went in, like it became
different crowd,
because like it used to be a lot harder just to get on a bus.
Yeah,
right. Like if you didn't pay, bus drivers were a little more tougher. But now I feel like
they used to have bats with nails in them.
Yeah, and hoses
and
sacks of oranges. But I feel like
German shepherds.
I feel like they just don't give a shit anymore because they're all so overworked and underpaid that they're just sort of like, fuck it, just get on the. I don't fucking care.
Yeah, no transit worker gets paid enough to care if you pay for transit.
Yeah, or deal with like the mentally ill.
Yeah,
like
of which we've got a few.
I'll tell you about one. On my way to work a couple days ago, I'm standing on Davie across from my apartment.
I thought this was going to be about somebody at work, but okay.
There is a guy.
Yeah.
Or 5.
Yeah.
So I'm standing on Davie and a guy is approaching from like towards the Circle K, but I'm on the other side of the street and I can hear somebody audibly yelling, like just like nonsense.
I love a schizophrenic screamer.
Yeah, like
the best.
Full blown.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, this is great. So the bus starts to approach and I see this guy come full speed running across, like down Davie, cuts across Davie in front of the bus, like on a green light.
Okay.
And runs over to the stop. And I'm like, no, fuck. And he literally was like the brother in Lion. Like Indian, not dressed that bad, but he was full on just yelling, like hitting himself.
Oh, wow.
And so he just got on the bus, went to the back, and then just proceeded to yell for the whole ride.
Oh, boy.
Then when I got off, so he got off like at the end of Demon and Davy, and then he very politely said to the bus driver, "Thank you," and then he got off and kept yelling. And
I like that he paused for thank you.
You know, and it was like a regular thank you too. He was like, "Thank you, bus driver," and then got off, and then we're just like, so the bus goes down Denman, and I get off at Harrow to walk across.
I love that we have a Harrow strip.
Harrow, to walk to West Georgia.
Yeah.
And while the bus has turned down the street and I got off, he ran full speed down Denman with the bus.
He raced the bus?
Raced the bus. And then ran all the way towards, like, and he went across down to, like, Cole Harbor or whatever. Mm-hmm. But the whole time, just, like, fucking punching himself in the face. Like, this skinny little brown dude, just bam, bam, bam. And I was like, wow, I'm glad he's getting the help he needs.
Absolutely.
And definitely there's no one supervising him.
It's a good thing we closed every mental institution.
It's a good thing we closed it and just let everybody loose.
Yeah. And also, it didn't even repurpose the building. The building's just abandoned.
I mean, there was part of it that was, but it's not like the main building, no.
Yeah.
The surrounding buildings, like, oh, this is a daycare now.
Yeah.
We're like, oh,
this is a salon.
This is where we store all the extra chairs. Like, yeah, it's really fucked up.
It's a good thing we moved out the mentally ill in favor of chairs.
Yeah. Yep. I remember I think maybe I said this on the podcast before, but my mom, like, when she graduated high school, she wanted to get into, like, healthcare working stuff, like mental health. And she got like a unpaid internship at Riverview.
Yeah.
And one of her first weeks there, she was just like on the grounds for her lunch, and some guy like walked over, like politely talked to her and stuff.
Yeah.
And then like shook her hand, and some nurse lady came over and like escorted her away.
Did you see Brian?
One of our guests is a cannibal, and I think you'll be surprised which one. And like shook her hand and whatever, and the orderly like took him away, and the nurse said to my mom, like, "Oh, you shouldn't shake their hands because like you don't know where they've been." And my mom was like, she said she was so disgusted by that she just kind of decided she didn't want to deal with people, and then became a certified dental assistant instead.
That's the move.
Yeah.
My mom also interned at Riverview as part of her psych degree.
Oh, okay.
And had some fun experiences.
Really?
Yeah.
I would love to hear those stories.
Yeah.
Those things are always very interesting to me.
Yeah. And back to your guy from Lion. My favorite
guy from Lion is Dev Patel.
That's correct. And also shout out to my accountant, Kev Patel.
Oh, is his brother?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Also,
all 4 billion of them are related to each other?
I think so. His name is Kevin Patel, and when I first met him, I'm like, "Hey, do you ever get like Kev Patel, like Dev Patel, the famous actor?" He's like, "No, I haven't." I'm like, "Really? You're an adult.
It writes itself."
Yeah. Has no one who's ever seen movies talked to you before?
No. So now, are you the only one that calls him that now?
Yes.
Nice.
My favorite kind of guy is the full-blown schizophrenic who looks put together.
Yeah.
That is beautiful.
Or like the ones that clearly are still living their regular life but just off the meds.
Yeah.
Like they were on the meds, they had an apartment, they had a job.
Yeah, everything was going
and
right.
then they just decided to stop doing their meds, and now they just are full-blown like wacko.
Yeah.
But they still have the apartment and like the clothing and
Yeah. 'Cause there's a woman outside of my mom's work.
Yeah.
Who all day would have a fake conversation on her phone that didn't work.
Nice.
Just doing laps of that one block.
Yeah.
All day.
Okay.
Love it.
Okay.
And like she's wearing like business attire. Business attire, like expensive handbag, nice glasses. It's the weirdest thing you've ever. It's so jarring, but I love it. I followed her for like half an hour.
Nice. I would have too. Yeah.
It was fascinating.
If I realized that's what was happening, I would have followed her.
Yeah. I think she had already told me about her, and I'm like, oh, that's her. I'm going to check this out.
Yeah.
And, did not disappoint.
That's interesting.
It's really good.
There used to be a guy in Coquitlam that had clearly suffered some kind of like mental like brain damage, or he had like some kind of drug overdose at some point.
His brother gave him a pile driver.
The broke her neck 2 times. He used to walk around the city in full football gear,
yes,
with a BC Lions jersey on and a BC Lions helmet, and he got his name in the 90s legally changed to John Rambo. And he used to walk around. He was harmless, completely harmless. And like actually kind of a nice guy if you ever like had an interaction with him, but he would just literally walk the streets of Coquitlam doing football drills.
Oh man.
You know, like the quick step,
yes,
and like the run up and button hook, or like, you know, like the like burpees, or like, you know, he would just run drills on the sidewalk. Shape? Yeah, he was ripped.
Nice.
Because it's all he did all day, right? Yeah. But he was probably like...
I would have accepted 2 possibilities there. Sure. 1, he's ripped. 2, hella fat.
Yeah. No, he that's all he would do. Was just like all day, would just walk the streets doing football drills. He would go to like fields and do like sprints.
Yep.
And then he would always talk about like, well, I'm trying out for the team next year. Yeah. And it turns out that I guess he did try out for the Lions a few times, like years ago. And he's Lou Pasaglia. Inside joke.
All-time great kicker.
Lou Pasaglia. I wanted to see if I could find anything on him, or like right now, just like, Coquitlam, John Rambo. But
follow-up question: did the back of his jersey say
Rambo? Yes, it did.
Yes.
Yeah. It absolutely did. But yeah, like he was always like but like I haven't seen him in years, so I don't know.
Oh, Drew, he's dead.
I mean, absolutely, he's probably dead.
He's definitely dead.
But yeah, no, I'm sure I'm not going to find anything about him. But you put in like John Rambo Coquitlam, and it just gives you the fact that Rambo was filmed in Hope.
Okay,
so.
And that at some point there were probably John Rambo movie times in Coquitlam.
Yeah.
And that's
okay, well, I'll do some off-pod research, and next episode I'll bring you updates on what happened to Coquitlam's John Rambo.
Let us know when he died.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure he died of COVID if he hadn't died already.
Oh, true.
He definitely seemed like a guy who... Oh, what's this business?
Uh-oh. Do we have breaking news on the news?
Well, I don't know. Let's see it.
Breaking news
let's see it load first before... Well, give me... You know what I really hate? It's like, you know those stupid news articles where you open them, but then it's nothing but like the pop-up ads for like, the whole beginning of the article?
Yeah.
Maybe I found nothing.
All these targeted ads. Hey, Drew Smith, is your dick too small?
Have you been searching lady boys all the time?
Have you been searching Lacey Evans plus WWE superstar plus pregnant plus feet?
I have. You know me.
Clearly indicative of a dick that's too small.
Absolutely.
I'm going to use that as my segue into 2 brief points of wrestling talk before we get to the meat of the podcast, where we talk about Dick Tracy for 15 minutes. Number 1, this is a correction / omission from our year-end awards show, which I can't believe, because I don't think we talked about it.
I don't remember.
But I have a new number 1 best storyline that I'm like, because I didn't write it down for the awards, so I don't think we talked about it. But the best storyline of 2021 was the mentally retarded fan who was catfished into tackling Seth Rollins live on TV.
Yeah,
that's the storyline of the year.
Yeah, absolutely.
Some guy found this other guy who was clearly mentally ill, but was a Twitter wrestling fan,
Yeah.
as is the case
that's a hard
one in a million, Drew.
Oh,
one in a
okay.
million.
Okay.
A Twitter wrestling fan with mental problems
Would have never figured that out.
who then decided to catfish this poor fellow as WWE superstar Seth Rollins, calling him a pussy, calling you never had the guts to.
Yeah, you'll never face me
You never
one on
face me.
one.
Well, you never do anything to me. I'm a
pussy.
I'm a big tough guy. You're a little dumb simp. But the old kind of simp, where it meant you were simple and not whatever the new thing is, where you give ladies money on the internet.
Are we even allowed to say that, or did you just
Not
get
on
us
Twitch.
demonetized?
We're fine on YouTube. Can't say shit on
Simp. Simp.
And then the guy showed up to a live Monday Night Raw and tackled the shit out of Seth Rollins.
And security beat the shit out of him.
And security had their way with him.
I really like that. That's like the easiest way to go. You don't even have to worry about like, hey, is this guy okay? Like, no, get him.
It doesn't
hurt
matter.
him, hurt
him.
and break his arm.
Yeah.
Like, oh, maybe this guy's mentally ill. Like, nope, don't care. Just want to hurt somebody.
Maybe this guy
This is how I get out all of my pent up frustration from my fat wife is by hurting a mentally ill black guy on live TV.
Maybe this guy is the victim of the best catfish scheme ever. No, hurt him first, ask questions later. That was a point of order. Drew stinks. Wrestling issue number 1. Wrestling issue number 2. I think we need to talk about the Nash Carter controversy. Why does he have 2 last names? What's the deal?
Well, what about Wes Lee?
Have you noticed that Nash Carter / Zachary Wentz only hangs out with people whose full name sounds like one name?
Trey Miguel.
Wesley and Kimberly.
Maybe Wesley and Kimberly are married.
And sister. Oh.
Or both.
A Gyllenhaal situation.
Maybe.
So how do we explain this? Okay. So for people not in the know, Did you find some news?
No. Keep it going.
Look, you don't just say on the podcast and not have something to back it up. You said it again. Okay, now you're saying it a lot.
I'm doing like the vaguest typing of trying to find out stuff about John Rambo. It's not giving me anything.
That's too bad. But hopefully something for next week. A mild tease, but also we might have forgotten.
What if it
about
just doesn't happen?
Then it might just not happen. Okay, so WWE's it's not really farm system. It's just their lowest tier of television, NXT. So the tag team champions were 2 guys, Nash Carter and Wes Lee. 2 names.
Wesley what?
Nope. Wes
Oh.
Lee. Also, low-key, 2 of the ugliest guys in wrestling.
Fair.
So, respect. Both
Fair,
very talented
absolutely.
wrestlers, and both very ugly. So NXT had their big show over WrestleMania weekend, which would now be 2 weeks ago when you're listening to this? Yeah. So they were having a 3-team match for the tag team titles. The champions were Imperium?
Imperium.
2 German fellows.
One's Italian.
German Italian.
Yeah, but he's
German
also
Swiss Italian. Come on, his last name is Eichner.
Yeah.
It's pretty German.
I mean,
It's a lot more German than Italian.
You're telling me that the Germans and the Italians didn't intermingle at a certain point?
They were friends.
Okay. Was punch served?
Hold on, I got a new YouTube comment on an
YouTube?
a new YouTube comment on an old match, which only means that it's someone watching it to jerk off. So let's find out together. It is. Look, I hate to derail Nash Carter talk, but this is important.
Okay, let's just have silence while you look at it.
It's very strange it took that long to come up. Let's just go straight to the source. Here we go. Oh no, it's by someone we know, so we'll deal with it later.
Oh no,
it's fine. I was hoping for an anonymous gay man.
But on like an old wrestling video.
Yeah, that's usually what it is.
Oh, okay.
Like
So,
it's like me and Nick Price versus the Shadows from Portland.
Oh.
It's like when it's weird random stuff from like 7 years ago, it's always just someone who just found it to jerk off to.
Mostly when it involves Kelly.
Often when it involves Kelly. But at that same show, I had that singles with Ashton Vuitton, who noted gay bait.
Yeah. Also, you're noted gay bait. So
also on the table. Yeah. But anyway, it was from a nice lady. Nash Carter. The email with the comment still hasn't come up. I think my email's broken.
Good.
Right.
Fuck them.
Fuck them. So they're having a three team match. Champions Imperium versus Nash Carter and Wesley versus the Creed brothers.
Wesley.
The Creed brothers families were told to go. This would be this is the biggest NXT show since COVID, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, like an actual big arena, which NXT rarely runs, and they've been mostly running for a lot of COVID with 0 fans, and more recently with 100 fans in the in their training center.
Yeah.
So the families of the Creed brothers were told to come to this big show so they could see the Creed brothers win the tag team titles. The Creed brothers had just won a tournament to get this shot. Yeah. So clearly they had the momentum and all that, and it made the most sense to book them to win. However, plans changed when
subject to change.
When Nash Carter's wife Kimberly, in theory, no relation to Wesley.
Maybe his name is a tribute.
Could be. I never thought about that, actually. Accused him publicly of domestic violence.
A serious thing.
Including posting pictures of her with a split lip.
Yeah.
WWE's response to this was to say, you know what? Let's have Nash with the tag titles. Fuck that bitch. Yeah. Which, of course, brings us to this week's real ass dude of the week, WWE. And their decision making. This is the victim blaming portion of the podcast, as you know, as we do every week.
Yep.
So truly insane. And I think Alvarez or someone pointed out, it's not like the plan had always been for Carter and Lee to win the tag titles, and they just said, oh, these allegations are bad, but we're going to stick with our plans.
Yeah.
They actively changed the plans after because of the allegations, to say fuck you to the woman who accused him of beating the shit out of her.
Yep.
Because WWE considered her to be what?
An unreliable source?
An unreliable source of domestic violence accusations.
Because she's a white trash woman?
She's a nice lady who we wrestled.
Yeah.
And did a good job.
Wait, us or her?
We did a good job.
Oh, okay.
I think she did a good job.
I don't think I had very many interactions with her.
Actually, I think I had the most.
Yeah, I think I mostly wrestled Shotzi, you mostly wrestled her, and Kelly exclusively wrestled Chris.
Yeah, that is sort of how it worked out. And yeah, and everyone who's... I'm to this day shocked at how... I don't want to do it as a backhanded compliment, but it's the only way I know how. At how well Shotzi Blackheart did. Current WWE SmackDown superstar.
Well,
I mean, a recent...
signed to,
who had a bunch of matches on TV, but hasn't been booked in months.
Yeah.
Shotzi Blackheart, who, as we were planning the match, it seemed like every time...
we would say anything.
Every consecutive spot we planned seemed to give her a brain aneurysm.
But it also kind of seemed like she wasn't paying attention the whole time. So it was
the way she wasn't paying attention was because it seemed like it was what we were planning was so overwhelming for her, and she couldn't possibly keep track of it. And we're like, I don't know how this match is going to go. And then come match time, fucking nails everything. She didn't forget
a single thing.
And she was great.
I feel like Kimber maybe messed up one thing.
Maybe, but it wasn't with me because I wouldn't allow it.
Sure. Shotzi's last match on television was on Friday Night SmackDown in February, where she lost to Sasha Banks in 2 minutes.
Oh, so a solid 2 months.
And before that was Friday Night SmackDown in December.
Wow. One match in 4+ months.
Teaming with Charlotte against Sasha Banks and current employee of AEW, Tony Storm.
Huh. Very interesting.
And before that was Survivor Series in November.
Huh. She's kind of fallen off a little bit. Felon?
Felling off.
She's fallen off.
She's felling off.
Yep. Stand by it.
That's what I call when I jerk off. I fell off.
Did we cover everything we wanted to about the Nash? Oh, no, we didn't. We only got halfway through Nash Carter. So, yeah, they gave him the tag team titles because he was accused of domestic violence, and they didn't believe her. However...
Why would you? She's a woman.
Kimberly had the gall to post a picture from what's believed to be around 2013.
Yeah.
Of when Mr. Carter, then Zachary Wentz, posted a picture of himself after he had recently shaved and given himself a...
Well, I don't think he didn't post it. He just sent it to her.
No, I know. Yeah, that's right. He didn't post it. Yeah, he sent it to her as a joke. Of him with a Hitler mustache and Sieg Heiling. And then WWE got a hold of this and they're like, well, we got to fire him now.
Yep.
That's
the breaking point.
He and Wes Lee's tag team reign lasted just under 2 days.
Yep.
They were never on television with the titles.
Nope. Did not appear. Didn't they cut a promo? Wasn't there a pre-taped promo?
It wouldn't have aired on TV, though. He was fired before the Tuesday TV aired. They won the titles on Saturday, and he was fired before Tuesday.
Okay.
Yeah. Very funny. And, I don't love Wes Lee's chances by himself.
No, they'll just find him another partner to team up with. Who's a black guy they got?
Or who's ugly.
Who's an ugly black guy?
Wes Lee.
Oh, shit.
Damn it.
Can't pair him up with himself.
That's crazy. It's like a snake eating its own tail. It's a horrible Ouroboros.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah, we'll have to figure that out. Also, someone else brought up the point. More tag team talk. The Briscoe brothers, one of the best tag teams of the last 20 years, and consistent tag teams of the last 20 years. Jay and Mark. Jay, also in 2013, big year for edginess. Yeah, 2013. Good Christian boys. Jay posted something to the effect of, it was kind of like a worse version of the tweet that got Kevin Hart canceled from the Oscars hosting position. Yeah. Something to the effect of like, if my son was gay, I'd kill him. Or
I don't know if it was that harsh, but that was
the vibe, right?
Something along those lines. Yeah. If I had a gay son, I would have to work really hard to make sure he wasn't gay.
Yeah, and also he didn't use the word gay.
Well, you can't always win.
And that was probably right before the Briscoes would have gotten signed by WWE.
Yeah.
And now with AEW, the big WWE competitor, AEW bought a secondary fed, and they're going to work the secondary fed, but it's questionable if they'll ever be allowed to work AEW on TBS, TNT, whatever.
Yeah, probably not.
And what's funny is I keep saying if they'll be allowed to work. Mark Briscoe didn't do anything.
Nope.
He's just along for the ride with Jay.
And also former world champion.
Yeah.
Both of them. Right?
Jay for sure. I don't know if Mark...
I thought Mark won it once. Didn't he win it once?
I think Mark challenged. I don't know if Mark won it.
Okay.
I think Jay won it twice, though.
He did win it twice. Yeah.
But...
So it's not like they can't be singles wrestlers.
No, they can.
But it's guilty by association.
And Mark has never complained. He's never said anything.
He's a good brother.
He's supported his brother.
He's a good brother.
The entire way.
Dem boys.
But it's very funny that Mark Briscoe can never be on national TV because his brother tweeted fag in 2013.
Yep.
That's
don't
nuts.
tweet fag and you'll be fine.
Or don't even have your brother tweet fag.
Don't have a brother.
Like my sister can't be on national TV because of me. That's not fair.
Yeah, that's fine. Let me see if I can find the exact
I'll find the tweet. I feel like Jay Briscoe tweet should give it to you pretty quick.
Makes amends after his past homophobic tweets. It says, and I quote... Nope, that's a different one. There's a lot of interesting tweets made by said Briscoe. It is very hard to use your phone to search when you only have one hand because you're holding the microphone in the other one.
It's tricky. So I found a thing from 2013. So I guess Jay posted it right after Delaware legalized same-sex marriage.
Cool guy.
Oh boy.
You found it?
You know what? He didn't say fag.
Oh.
You know what? Hashtag free Jay Briscoe.
Is it the Delaware Senate passed a bill yesterday that allows same-sex couples to get married? If that makes you happy, then congratulations.
6 exclamation marks. And, that was one tweet.
Yeah, and then the second
But
tweet,
if he had just made the one tweet...
That'd be fine.
However, he sort of changed the tone of it with his reply to his own tweet, saying, try and teach my kids that there's nothing wrong with that, and I'll fucking shoot you.
Is Jay Briscoe our new favorite wrestler?
That's wild. Jay Briscoe. Who's phoning me now? Is it the vet again? It's Ontario. I don't know anyone in Ontario.
Just answer it and put it on the podcast live.
It's just going to be Chinese.
Yeah, I know.
Hello?
Hello, the Epidemic Prevention Center of the Ministry of Health. You have an important notice. Please contact the Ministry of Health as soon as possible.
你好，卫生部防疫中心，你有一则重要通知，查询请按3，按3获取详细内容。
我有呀，我有。
Hello?
Harrow Street?
Hello Street?
Oh, Jay. Yeah.
What if that was their way of telling you that you have AIDS, Scott? And you just like laughed in their faces.
They told me I have AIDS in Chinese.
Yeah? Where do you think you got it from?
China.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jay Briscoe would like to again express his sincerest apologies and regrets to all, especially his young fans, for his recent hateful Twitter comment. ROH has insisted that Jay also make a public apology at the ROH event this Saturday, May 9th, 2013. Drew, you know about public apologies at wrestling shows. Why don't you talk about it?
Yeah,
I think
also,
of the two, you're worse than Jay Briscoe.
Also, how about the fact that they're like, oh, we are deeply sorry. I mean, he will be making an apology for his homophobic slurs and threats of violence while also wearing a Confederate flag jacket. Like a guy whose entire career has been based around the South will rise again. Okay, Jay, you can wear the Confederate flag, but you can't call anyone gay. Okay, yeah. I'm sorry, I won't.
You can pick one, Jay. If you do...
Yeah, if you take off the jacket, you can be homophobic. Yeah. That's fine.
Yeah.
But that means you can't support the South anymore.
Yeah, but no stars and bars plus saying fag.
Yeah. You can have one or the other.
Yeah, that's fair. If you're a public figure, you get one, but you don't get...
Okay, what if I can say fag?
Go on.
But I get to still wear stars or bars.
Stars or
Can
bars.
I have one or the other and also say fag?
Let's say hypothetically you can. Do you go stars or bars?
No, because I feel like stars is CM Punk, so I'd rather go bars.
Okay. So a starless cross.
Yeah. Because crosses at least mean Jesus, which means the South.
Yeah. And maybe I could do the cross on fire?
Yeah. Okay. Lowercase or uppercase?
Lower.
Yeah, but uppercase they mean in serious. Then they know you mean business.
When it's a capital T.
Capital T means business.
You know what? I didn't know that.
Lowercase is like a vague threat, but uppercase means
T?
right now.
Big T means Tony Norris is coming. He's
gonna do that dive over the guardrail.
Season 1 references, guys. If you haven't listened to the whole show all the way through,
7 or 8 times,
like certain pay pigs, then what are you doing?
I don't know. What are you doing?
What are you doing? Living life?
Yeah. How dare you?
Having a good time?
I'm gonna open my RJ's New Zealand's finest soft eating licorice.
I'm gonna eat one and not enjoy it.
They're good.
I'm not a big licorice guy, but I will eat it. And I feel bad because every now and then, especially when I'm in. That is not the color of licorice I was expecting.
Well, oh my god, they're rock hard.
It does not feel soft eating.
Are these like
Were these in the freezer?
Is it expired?
Give me an expiry date. I can't get my teeth through it.
March 1st.
I mean, that's not that. What, 2022?
2022.
Well, then whatever. But yeah, that's going to take a minute to get through. I'm actually not going to eat that on the pod. What?
Ow!
They seem. That's false advertising.
These are amazing.
I think you're crazy. I think this is just a trick to get me to eat a bad piece of licorice. And congratulations, Drew. You pranked me again.
Gotcha.
I hope you break a tooth.
Gotcha, bitch.
What was
You know what? Once you get through the hard outside, it's
good
hard
stuff?
inside.
Ooh. Well, I like consistency. Yeah, I can't make a dent in it with my nail. I can't get a claw in there.
I chewed it down. It's fine.
All right.
Usually it's really good. This is like one of my favorite snacks.
That's a weird favorite snack. Mm-hmm. Weird multicolored licorice.
Imported from New Zealand. Good job, RJ's Licorice Limited, 5 Tiro Road in Leven, New Zealand.
So some sort of Maori company?
Exclusively imported by Star Marketing Canada, Surrey, BC.
Oh, I can't even bite it. I can't. No, I'm dealing with that later. That's a later or never thing. We'll see how things play out. What was I saying? Often in mixed company at an ice cream shop, me and my pals go down to the parlor and get ice cream. I feel obligated.
Sock hop?
After a sock hop.
I don't even know what a sock hop is.
It's a dance.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like a Sadie Hawkins dance?
Not necessarily. I think the boys ask the girls. Let's not get crazy.
Who do you think would get asked last to the Sadie Hawkins dance? You or no? The answer's you.
Wasn't much of a riddle.
No. I just wanted to imply that nobody would ask you to dance at a Sadie Hawkins dance.
Why?
Yeah.
I got rhythm.
Because I like saying mean things to you because it's funny.
I got music. Who could ask for anything more?
Not fair.
But yeah, at the parlor, I feel obligated every now and then to get Tiger ice cream. But it's like the worst ice cream.
Yeah, I don't get it.
Orange and licorice is not a flavor combination.
Is not a good combo.
I'm like, yes, look, you've
it looks cool.
Yeah, you've created orange and black. Great. But it tastes bad. Drew has shattered
that one was too hard.
The entire right side of his dentistry. Sorry, camera right. I'm looking at you.
This one's too hard to bite.
Mine is too hard to bite. I can't.
The other two are fine. No, I got
it. you got it?
I got it.
Good.
I'm only missing 2 bicuspids.
Well, you could do worse.
What are you going? Stars or bars?
That's a great question. I would maybe go stars because I feel like the stars in the shape that they appear. Because I think people can put 2 and 2 together. I think they could read between the lines.
Okay.
What if
they're 6-sided stars?
Ooh, I don't know about that. That would okay. I'm gonna does
that exist?
Computer. Confederate flag with Stars of David.
Oh, come on, please, for the love of God.
Image search.
I need this. Wow, the internet.
No, but there is a pin with the crossed flags of the Confederacy and Israel, which is a pin I intend to buy. Okay, I am interested as to what website this is. If America's Civil War were today, Netanyahu's Israel would side with the South. We're actually at related images. We're actually getting close.
Okay.
That's interesting. Pretty much.
I like that.
It's a blue and white only stars and bars, and the middle star is the Star of David. That's pretty close. Then we got, I like the Confabulous flag, which is rainbow stars and bars.
Nice.
That's pretty fun. I like that very much. And then some other variations. There's The Israel one.
Yeah, that one's okay.
It's the Israel flag with bars. No, and
but it just
star.
kind of looks like Scotland.
Yeah, and then plenty of stars and bars, swastikas, if that's what you're looking for.
You know what?
I got you covered on that.
You know what, Scott?
Don't worry.
It's almost my birthday, and for my birthday, I would love for you to fulfill my dream of stars and bars swastika.
I'm going to read this article about Israel siding with the South. How much could I read before I get in a lot of trouble? Also, like, what kind of website is this?
Oh yeah. Also, they know you're looking at this website, right?
Yeah. Haaretz, Haaretz.
Don't give them the time of day on this podcast.
I think it's. Now, it's only about Jewish people, so it's either pro-Jewish or the most anti-Jewish thing I've ever seen.
Well, keep reading and find out.
For Ukrainian Jews, this Passover Seder will be different from all others. No shit. No, I guess this is just a giant... I can't tell if it's pro or anti-Jewish. 6 Palestinians killed by Israeli fire in 24 hours. That seems anti-Israel.
I don't know. That could go either way.
It's just the news, but there's a section titled "Jew versus Jew." We'll have to come back to Haaretz and find what sort of publication it is, and if
don't do it,
I should be mentioning it by name as many times.
Scott, you are getting so deep in this rabbit hole
a little bit
that you're going to come out the other end as a grand wizard.
Look, we almost found stars and bars of David.
It was so close. Barack Obama, yes. Stars and bars of David, no.
Barack Obama came through in a way that I could have never been prepared for, and I'm so happy. Now it's time for the live math portion of the podcast. So we're about to talk about Dick Tracy, and then stemming from that for next week, we're of course doing a movie with one of the stars of Dick Tracy. So I put up a poll yesterday. It ended today, as is tradition. And I wanted to put up a poll of like 15 plus people, because there's 1 million people in this goddamn movie. No. But you can only, the maximum poll number is 4, which is fucking lame. So I did 4 and then replied to it with another 4. I'm like, I'm not going to keep doing this. No one's going to see the 4th one, and it's going to be pointless. So I did 2. So
and also you're going to spread out the voting so far that like,
yeah,
there's going to be ones that get like, 2 votes. Cool.
Yeah. So I did the first 8 I thought of, and we didn't even get to like James Caan,
Charles Durning,
Glenn Headley, etc., etc. So we got Dustin Hoffman, Al Pacino, Mandy Patinkin, Kathy Bates, Madonna, William Forsythe, Catherine O'Hara, Seymour Cassell. Everyone got votes. Shout out to whomst ever voted for Seymour Cassell, because I like him. I smile whenever I see him in a movie.
He's dead.
He's definitely dead, because he was old then.
Yeah.
What did we see in our large watching for the request? We saw him in something.
I've only seen 2 movies. One of them was Dick Tracy.
Dick Tracy and Jurassic Park 3, The Lost World.
That's 2.
Jurassic Park 3, Fallen Kingdom. Jurassic World 3, Fallen Kingdom.
Jurassic World 2, Fallen Kingdom.
What the fuck is Jurassic
It's just Jurassic Park 3.
That's it?
Yeah.
No subtitle?
No subtitle. Just 3.
Well, that's ridiculous.
Wait, you don't like a talking raptor?
What do you want from me, Raptor?
Inside you.
I might be confusing my movies, but that's how I remember Jurassic Park.
I remember when the raptor changed genders and raped someone.
Man, the alien in Splice was really ahead of its time, because just people are doing that now.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, anyone who's trans is also a rapist. I mean, that's why they want to go to the bathroom.
It's true. Why else would they be so gung-ho about having to go in that bathroom, if not to do rapes? Mm-hmm. So
Rand Paul wouldn't lie to me, Scott.
never has, never will. So the winners of the 2 polls were Al Pacino. And the thing is, you're only against the people in your 4. So Madonna won against William Forsythe, Catherine O'Hara, and Seymour Cassell. Yep. Al Pacino won against Dustin Hoffman, Mandy Patinkin, my pick, and Kathy Bates. So Al Pacino had 49.1% of his 116 votes. And Madonna had 51.7%, higher percentage, but of 87 votes. So if I was to do some quick math, I'm thinking that Al Pacino has the most total votes. Because 49.1% of 116 is 57. And 51.7% of 87 is a lot less than 57. In fact, it's 45.
There you go.
So there you have it. So it's Al Pacino. So, of course, we'll be doing Godfather Part 3.
Al Pacino?
Yeah.
Wasn't that the name of the black guy in Tropic Thunder?
Yes.
Al Pacino?
Yeah.
Al Pacino?
Al Pacino. Isn't there some new cut of Godfather 3 that's supposed to be...
Well, it's the Coda cut.
Not bad.
And that's the one you're supposed to watch.
Oh, that one Best Picture this year.
Yeah.
The Coda.
It's the deaf version of Godfather 3.
Yeah, it's where
that's the one you're supposed to watch.
Where Al Pacino's parents are deaf.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's more interesting. I like that. I'd watch it.
I've only seen 1.
Didn't have time for 2? You didn't set aside an entire 24 hours for the Godfather trilogy?
I'll get there.
Will you?
No, I was too busy doing Scooby-Doos.
That's true. You got to do your Scoobs.
Scoobs on Mr. 8000.
True. Not bad.
Mm-hmm. A.K.A. Andre Benjamin, but...
The real Mr. 3000. And of course, the real Mr. 5000. Not...
Who, Wilt Chamberlain?
No, who has 5,000 hits? Pete Rose, Ty Cobb.
Ty Cobb, Pete Rose.
Pete Rose.
Kyle Ripken.
But of course, the real Mr. 5000 is Power Man.
Mr. Power Man.
Now, as if I could make it through an episode without looking up baseball stats, all-time hit leaders. Oh, no one's at 5,000.
Ichiro Suzuki. If you count all of Japan and all of MLB, it's Ichiro Suzuki.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I think so. Legitimately, in professional baseball, the greatest hitter, contact hitter of all time is Ichiro. I think he's over 5,000 combined between the two.
Yeah. MLB, Ty Cobb, 41.89, Pete Rose, 42.56.
Put him in the Hall of Fame.
Put him in the... Okay, put Roger Clemens in the Hall of Fame.
Oh.
He won, 37 Cy Young Awards? And did a couple of steroids. Grow up.
Boo-hoo.
So did everyone. Everyone in the 70s was on meth.
Yeah.
Fucking Doc Gooden was on LSD.
Yes, he was.
So what the fuck is 5? Oh, does Nolan Ryan have 5,000 strikeouts? Is that what the thing is? Someone's got 5,000 of something. Nolan Ryan is I think is the only one with 5,000 strikeouts. 57-14, in fact.
Wow.
Beat that. Number 2, Randy Johnson, 48.75.
Wow.
Nice try,
I do like the big unit. I do like a big unit.
I called him Big Hurt, but I guess I was thinking of Al.
Or Jack Swagger. Or J.K. or whatever.
Oh, was he also
That was
a Big
also
Hurt?
his nickname.
Good to know. Well, we're past an hour, so I guess it's time to talk about Dick Tracy. So next week, stay tuned for an Al Pacino movie of our choice.
Yep.
Or a Mandy Patinkin movie of our choice. Depending on our mood.
So, Princess Bride, and that's it?
Dead Like Me, the movie.
Okay.
That's a good one. I actually don't know if it is. I liked the series. I don't remember if the conclusion movie was any good.
Homeland, the movie, but only the seasons he was alive for?
Homeland, the movie.
Spoiler?
I think he makes it the whole way.
I thought he got...
If he gets killed, it's the last season.
Okay.
But Mandy goes the distance in Homeland. I just love everything Mandy Patinkin's in, no matter what the actual scenario or plot of the movie or television show. They have to find an excuse for him to sing.
Yeah,
I love it.
We can watch Wonder, starring Jacob Tremblay as Mask.
Jacob Tremblay as Elephant Man as Mask.
Mm-hmm. He's in that. Yentl.
Oh, there's always Yentl. I love Babs.
Papa, can you hear me?
I love Babs. Sorry, I love Babs Bunny from Tiny Toons.
If we do a Mandy Patinkin movie and we see Wonder, the director leads us right to Dear Scott Henson.
Oh boy. Okay, that's actually on the table. We'll talk. We'll talk off air. Here's my promise to you. It's either going to be an Al Pacino movie or it's going to be Wonder.
Or it's going to be Wonder.
So we can do Dear Evan Hansen after that.
Is Al Pacino in Wonder? He's not. Because then we can just kill two birds with one stone.
That's true. Hey, it's the poll winner and it's the should be poll winner. Like everything wins. But yeah, we'll figure that out. Ooh, I almost want to do Dear Evan Hansen. But we were also talking about going older, so we could do like an early Pacino movie too and get into 70s, 80s.
Yeah.
A lot of options. Maybe we'll do... Should we do divergent timelines where we do both, where we do Wonder and
Divergent
and Justice for All? Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's interesting. So stay tuned. It'll be a fun surprise for you and us, for you and I, sex. So 1990s Dick Tracy. The movie opens and the first thing I write is, this already looks better than almost every comic book movie made currently because it looks like a comic book movie.
Yeah.
It looks cool.
And staying true to the source material.
Staying tests true heart to the source material.
Nailed it.
Yep. That's what they pay me the big bucks for. And I'm still trying to bite this first piece of licorice.
I've already gotten through like 30 of them. My teeth are stronger than yours.
No. Oh, I got in. All right, it's not bad, actually.
Yeah, I told you.
There's other stuff going on besides licorice.
Well, they're licorice all sorts.
Okay.
They're not just licorice. That's disgusting.
I'm
not a pig.
That bite tasted like plastic.
Oh.
But the first bite tasted good.
You can do it. You know what everybody loves? When we talk while chewing on the podcast. Especially me.
You have not been making any friends the last couple eps with the aggressive... Well, the two potato chip episodes, basically.
I mean, it's on purpose.
No, I know. I know you weren't...
I don't want friends. I want enemies.
I knew you weren't accidentally loudly chewing with your face touching the microphone. I'm like, well, no, this is clearly intentional.
Yeah.
The man knows what he's doing. But, yeah, I think you're...
I'm here to make enemies.
I think you're slowly killing YouTube user Sean Bean's mom. He's having a real time with you lately.
Good.
And I don't blame him. But...
what, am I supposed to not eat on a podcast?
The very idea. Also, I guess we didn't comment that this is one of our nice day podcasts.
Yeah.
I love a nice day.
No homework.
No homework.
Just casually starting whenever the fuck we want. It's 4 p.m.
Yeah. It's 4 p.m. when we're more than half done.
Yeah. It's 4 p.m. Do you know where your children are? I told you last night, no.
No. So, where am I? Yeah. So it's open so you were saying about this is the last movie ever made?
The last movie ever made.
With painted backgrounds?
With painted backgrounds, yeah. With actual painted backgrounds.
That's a real thing?
That is very cool.
And so what was the deal with how they had to film it? They had to not pan the camera?
There's no camera movement, yeah. All the movement inside is actor movement or like A-cam, B-cam. Right. There's no panning, there's no tilts, there's nothing. It's just a stationary shot because any movement would expose that it was painted backgrounds.
Right. Yeah, it looked really good. I liked the setup a lot.
Yeah, I like that it actually stayed very, very true to like the source material as far as like the backgrounds, the buildings, the design, everything.
Have it look like a 30s comic.
Yeah, like it's cool when the person making the movie is a huge fan of the movie and there's no studio interference.
Yeah, and like Warren Beatty was a Dick Tracy fan and wanted to make
he wanted to make the movie. Yeah. And he wasn't going to direct. He wasn't even going to be Dick Tracy. He was just going to produce it.
Okay.
And then after, like, I don't know, 50 directors fell through.
Like, fuck it, I'll do it myself. I don't care.
And they couldn't find somebody to cast in the role. Although I read that both Harrison Ford and Kevin Costner were up for the role at one point, which is weird.
I could see both. I can picture both.
I can picture Costner. I don't know if I can picture Harrison.
I can picture him all right. That's about the right time for him. I don't know.
Yeah, end of the 80s. After
Mid to late 80s, I would put him in there.
Yeah. This was before he turned down the role of Alan Grant in Jurassic Park, so...
And before he turned down the role of Neo in The Matrix.
Yep.
Or was that someone else?
That was someone else.
Was that...
that was Will Smith.
Who? I can only recognize the names of people who aren't suspended from the academy.
Ah, sorry. Then I don't know who I'm talking about.
He is persona non grata to me. Persona non negro to me.
Okay.
Man who is not black.
Man who is not black. Well, good thing it only took him 53 years to become a beep.
Damn, what a good tweet that I wanted to read live.
And you showed
during the Oscars,
and they were like, nope.
I was like, hey guys, like holding the phone to their face, like, can I say this? I don't think I can say this, but tell me I can say this. They're like,
please give me the okay.
Yeah, like, give me anything. They're like, no, you can't say that. Yeah, I knew I couldn't, but I really wanted to.
At least it was a soft A and not a hard R.
I don't think it was anything. I think you just wrote black.
No, but then I messaged.
Oh, sorry. Yeah,
you and Cody.
yeah.
With the soft A.
Yeah.
That one I can't say. I can't put on Twitter.
No. Yeah.
No.
You put the gentleman's version on Twitter.
The gentleman's A. I do enjoy
Andrew Smith, the gentleman racist.
That's a good gimmick.
Oh, pardon me, beep.
Excuse me, beep. I was wondering if you could please get off my property.
These insurance rates are skyrocketing.
This neighborhood has gone to shit ever since those slopes moved in.
When have Asians ever made a neighborhood worse?
When it's less white.
I guess unless
when I'm being a gentleman.
Unless they're Korean, then obviously.
Yeah, I guess.
That
Filipinos, hardworking. Chinese, thrifty. Japanese, private and quiet. And also abusive to their wives.
Filipinos, basically Spanish.
Basically Spanish, yeah. But Koreans, racist, lazy, racist. Sorry, I meant to say this off camera, but since we're on camera right now,
luckily there's no cameras. You're fine.
I love working in a very predominantly Middle Eastern city because I feel like I am no less than 30 seconds away from witnessing domestic disputes where a man full on hits a woman. Every day is like a party for me.
Yeah.
Where I'm like, so close.
Next time.
Yeah.
You get it next time, buddy.
Yeah. Really, really enjoy the fact that they move here and then keep their old traditions. We're a very dominant race of people, a very dominant gender, where the other gender is not allowed to form opinions.
Or drive.
Or drive, because it says it in the Quran.
It says it in the Quran. Written in 800 AD. Women shouldn't drive cars. It's a very prescient book, not unlike the movie Splice. The two, I'd say the three best predicting the future pieces of media were obviously Nostradamus' prophecies, the Quran, and the movie Splice. The big three. So opening scene of Dick Tracy is some kid who I feel like I recognize the kid, but he hasn't done a lot of stuff of note.
Well, he's the little bitch kid from Hook.
I don't think I ever watched Hook and
He's
Full.
the son from Hook. He's a little bitch.
Is he Peter Pan?
No, he's Peter Pan's son.
Is he Hook?
He's Peter Pan's son, Jack.
Peter Pan doesn't have a penis. Peter Pan's genderless.
Well,
Peter Pan is always played by women in plays.
Yeah, always played by Robin Williams, and this the most manly of man. He's like 95% body hair.
That's true.
He's got the like hairy ape hands.
He does have a good ape hand.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what killed him.
But that's pretty much it. Like, he did Hook, this, and like a one other thing.
Yeah.
And then Hollywood was like, oh, you're awkward and weird looking. Get out. Get out.
I like just absolutely dumping a kid once they hit puberty.
Yep.
You're like, no, we no longer have use for you. You are used up. You're a has-been at age 12.
I'm gonna look him up and see what he did. I bet you he's like, I quit acting to go to university.
Lame-o.
I wanted to be smart.
A Mayim Bialik type.
Yeah, but I guess she's smart or whatever, so. Oh, fuck off. He's a assistant professor of law with a law degree from
Harvard.
Oh,
Northwestern.
Case Western Reserve University School of Law, whatever the fuck that is.
I don't like reserve in the title.
know,
that
man.
sounds pretty low tier, but
So he quit acting to become a fucking lawyer. Oh, okay. He literally quit acting after Hook to pursue a normal life away from fame in Hollywood.
There you
Interesting.
he was pretty good in this. I liked him in this.
Yeah, he was all right.
He
It
did a
wasn't
fine
too
job.
bad for an annoying little faggy kid.
I don't think that's fair. I think all kids, all kids are.
Whoa. Misinformation.
Uh-oh.
He went to fucking MIT,
Oh,
where he held a 4.0 average in physics.
that's like the highest average.
That's nuts.
Huh.
Also,
So he is a Mayim Bialik type.
also turned down the role of John Connor in Terminator 2. And a member of the class of 2006 at Yale University School of Law.
Jesus Christ.
Holy shit! This kid's a genius.
Smart kid.
That's crazy.
Maybe he should host Jeopardy because I'm kind of souring on Mayim Bialik.
Oh, you don't say.
I thought she was fine for a while, but I'm noticing more and more she's I think she might be a little bit autistic. She's like very impersonal with the contestants and like the interactions, and she's very like all business, whereas Ken is a little more has more life to him.
Maybe she's just kind of a sexist.
Or maybe she's a child actor who probably got raped.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. Apparently, according to this, what the fuck's his name? Brandon Silvestri? What the fuck's his name?
Yeah, it's low key.
Charlie Korsmo.
Yeah.
Apparently, he only got into acting because he was bored at school because he was like too smart.
Wow.
So he was just like, I don't know, what can I do?
Like, well,
I guess I can do acting.
I've done all my homework for the year, and it's only late September. I guess I'll go be in Hollywood movies.
And it worked out for him.
But I don't want to be too famous, so I'll quit and then just become a quiet physicist / Yale lawyer.
Yeah.
MIT physicist / Yale lawyer. Huh. It's an interesting life trajectory.
Oh, he's from Fargo.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, gotcha.
The old son of a Gunderson.
He did not. His last movie role
Was Hook, you said.
was in.
Why would you lie to me?
No, apparently he came back to acting. And
He's back.
did one movie in 2018. Beautiful actress struggles
Green
to connect
Book.
with her disfigured co-star on the set of a European amateur English language film. It looks like, I don't know, just like some stupid, like, my friend's making a movie, I'll just fucking do a thing for him.
Something like that. Name of the movie, in case people want to check it out.
The movie is called Chained for Life, and I'm going to show you a picture of the freak in question.
Oh, I got it here. Yeah. This is okay. This is okay. We're watching this instead of Wonder. Now,
Okay.
Now the kid now Tremblay in Wonder is gonna look like Tom Cruise compared to this fellow in Chained for Life. He's got a big rubbery.
It looks like he's got vaginas for eyes.
A big rubbery freak mask on.
Oh, this is creepy. I don't like it.
And the woman in it looks like Chloe Fineman from
Jessie
SNL,
Wexler. She's
but
been in
isn't.
stuff. She's in like It, and she's in Death Dick Long.
Oh.
P.S. If you haven't seen The Death of Dick Long, turn this podcast off right now. Don't read anything about it and watch it. You'll thank us later.
We
Especially if you stop listening to music in 2003. That's the best part.
We hopefully made our barista's life better today. By
Why is it a barista and not baristo?
Barister.
Barister.
I guess that's just a barrister, which is a British lawyer.
Scott, this movie's got a 3.5 on Litterbox.
Are we watching Chained for Life?
I mean, we might be. We might be.
Charlie Korsmo as Herr Director. Is this in Germany?
I guess so. Oh, he looks terrible. Adult Charlie Korsmo looks real bad.
He looks like a weird version of himself as a kid, which I guess when you think about it, we all do.
Yeah.
But in the public eye, it's somehow worse. Yeah, we might be watching this.
Directed by a guy who's done nothing. Well, good for him.
Aaron Schimberg. Probably. Directed 2018's Chain for Life and 2013's Go Down Death. Physical and psychological devastation ravage a forsaken town based on the folk tales of Jonathan Mallory Sinus.
He was also in Can't Hardly Wait. And What About Bob? And The Doctor. And Men Don't Leave, except for they do if they're black. That's the name of the movie. The movie says men don't leave in brackets except if they're black.
I don't know if that's...
I'm looking at it right now.
I'm looking at it right now. I'm not sure that's the title of that movie.
You don't fucking know.
I think you're funning me right now.
I'm going to funnel over your face later.
The first scene of Dick Tracy. A young, normal-looking Charlie Korsmo.
Yep.
Wanders into some warehouse type situation where a bunch of gangsters, bunch of thugs, bunch of hoods are.
But they're white, so you can't call them thugs.
I guess not. I guess is it racist to call white people thugs now?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
All right. Hoods still also bad.
I guess.
Gangsters. I don't know what I can call people anymore. So the kid walks in.
Gangstanators.
The kid walks in on a bunch of they-thems playing cards. And I get excited immediately because I'm like, oh, all these bad guys look awesome.
Yeah.
Everyone's just got the craziest prosthetics.
Yeah.
The best one being Littleface.
Littleface.
Who well, I feel like the name is a misnomer because his face is the normal size.
Yeah. It's his head.
He's got a big head that his normal size face doesn't fill up. He's got the face of a human and the head of a giant pumpkin.
Kind of, yeah.
Like his head is 3 feet wide.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah.
He looks hilarious. And I can't remember what all their gimmicks were, but you were saying that Beatty didn't know if there would ever be a Dick Tracy sequel, so he's like, I'm going to get as many Dick Tracy characters
got
into
21 villains into this movie.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
7 of which are right here and get killed immediately.
By
but
Flat Top.
There's Littleface and someone, and then one guy
the rodent.
One guy who I my notes here is one is just Jewish ?
Yeah, that was kind of a weird thing throughout the whole movie is that like the majority of people have ridiculous prosthetics, but then there would just sort of be a random regular.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if it's just like only the bad guys are weird looking. Because like Mandy Patinkin looks like a regular guy.
Mandy Patinkin.
Even though he's got a gangster name.
He does have a cool name.
Yeah, but like, I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'm not sure how it works. But yeah, they look awesome. And then, yeah, they get gunned down immediately. And
By Flat Top.
Who's
William Forsythe,
who's crazy looking without prosthetics.
Absolutely. He's a pockmark boy.
And he's just got like a big scary face.
He does.
Yeah.
And he was the bad guy in John Doe season 1.
John Doe
season 1 and only.
Season 1.
Yeah.
Nice. I'm an early edition man.
Ah, okay.
As far as one season shows that no one should remember.
I remember watching Early Edition.
Yeah.
For sure. That was, you know what? Decent concept.
Not a bad show.
Decent concept.
He got tomorrow's
newspaper
that
so that he could stop whatever happened.
Did they ever explain
9/11? No.
how he got it?
No, I don't know. I don't know if it lasted long enough to get it.
Did God show up in the season finale? And
Did God friend him?
I think God friended him, and then of course we got the spin-off series, Call Me Kat, starring Mayim Bialik.
Is it actually a spin-off series?
No.
Oh, I don't know. Like, it's all bullshit network television. I don't know if any of it's connected.
I mean, I don't think God Friended Me or Call Me Kat are spin-offs of Early Edition.
You don't know.
Or of each other.
You don't know?
I do know. Although everything is technically a spin-off of St. Elsewhere.
St. Elsewhere, yeah.
Most of network television, 1984 to present, has been canonically imagined by an autistic child.
Yes.
Yeah. Look it up if you don't believe me. We've absolutely
talked about it.
Yeah.
I mean, that could have been an entire episode of the podcast, was just us doing
the Tommy whatever cinematic universe.
Tommy Wiseau.
Tommy Bahama?
Tommy Hilfiger.
Flambeau?
Oh, Flambeau.
If I just put in Tommy Cinematic Universe.
What if it gives you like the Who Tommy?
Don't give me Tommies from the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Fuck you. Fuck you, that being the first. No, that's the end of the show.
Okay, done. Noted.
Tommy
Tracy.
Westfall, the third Google. Westfall with a PH. Very cool.
Westfall.
Yeah. Who played him? Chad Allen.
Chad
which
Bono.
I originally read in my head before saying out loud, Chad Alien. He was a kid on My Two Dads.
Cool.
And, before transitioning to an adult career as Matthew Cooper on the CBS Western drama Dr. Quinn, Medicine Woman.
Nice. I used to watch that.
Way to go, Chad. So you're familiar with...
I am familiar with him, yeah, of course.
Mr. Allen and his work.
He played...
147 episodes.
Yeah, he was the son of Dr. Quinn.
Young Quinn.
I don't know if that's true, but I watched that show a lot as a kid because Jane Seymour's hot.
He was only on 11 episodes of St. Elsewhere and somehow created the entire television universe.
I don't know.
That's pretty cool. I assumed he was a regular on that show.
Yeah. If you had said to me that, like, the cinematic universe could St. Elsewhere, I'm like, so he was like one of the leads on St. Elsewhere.
No.
He was a guest spot for half a season.
Yeah. He had a story arc, I guess. That's very interesting. What else is going on in Dick Tracy? Anything? Did we do the whole movie?
Yeah, opening scene, done.
I forgot that Dick Tracy invented the Apple Watch.
Yeah, he sure did.
That's sick.
He sure did.
I was very excited about that. Yeah, they got fucking really cool little two-way transistor watches. I don't know how. Well, I was going to say I don't know how it took them another 90 years to work it out, but I guess the movie was in 1990, not in the 1930s like it looks like. Much like your issue with watching Little House on the Prairie and thinking it was shot live at the time.
It sure was.
But no, I guess the comics were legit in the 30s, and they invented the Apple Watch. So why did it take so long?
They sure did.
What was Steve Jobs doing? Mm-hmm. Ignoring his cancer?
Yeah, probably.
Taking a wait and see attitude and eating a lot of fruit because that'll do it. Yeah. You know, sometimes geniuses are really fucking stupid.
Eat a lot of pineapple and it tastes better.
It tastes better?
Yeah.
What? The pineapple tastes better? What tastes better?
It. Sorry, I'm very distracted by looking at Jane Seymour's boobs.
You seemed really distracted and I didn't want to draw attention to it. But yeah, Jane Seymour has a pair.
Yeah, she's also like all time.
Yeah,
top 5 babes ever.
She's
Helen Mirren, Charlotte Rampling. Oh, Charlotte Rampling and like both
an on-air and off-air mention today.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Gorgeous.
What? Don't Look Now, right?
Yeah.
I was thinking, what did I see younger?
Where they had real sex. It wasn't simulated.
Where they just fucked.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Maybe not as cool as Brown Bunny, but which I honestly have never seen, but it's a bad movie, right?
I don't think it's particularly good. And like you've both seen and experienced real blowjobs before, so it's not that exciting. Like, yeah.
I think it's just wild that it's like kind of a rape on camera.
It's fine. No one's getting hurt except the girl.
Except for emotionally the girl.
But I like the approach they took in this movie was like, hey, can we use prosthetics to make everyone look disgusting? Mm-hmm. And the answer is yes.
Yep.
And they did. Like, people look truly horrified.
Oh, yeah, These like monsters.
Flat Top looks disgusting.
Yeah.
Like Mumbles looks bad.
Mumbles like
Lips Man. Oh yeah, Paul Sorvino. Lips Manless looks like a toad.
Yeah, he looks like the Joker.
Yeah,
like, he looks like his face.
Yeah, he does. He looks like Jack Nicholson Joker.
Yeah.
It's great and terrifying. I love a 5'2" man playing Big Boy Caprice.
Oh, of course.
I enjoyed that very much. So was Al Pacino? So Al Pacino's Big Boy Caprice, like he's like the sort of the big bad of the movie, although there's a second big bad. Is his whole suit like stuffed?
So like the actual character is like a big fat guy.
Okay.
And Pacino wanted to do it differently
because he didn't want to be fat.
I think he just wanted to, because he's also apparently was a huge fan of the comics.
Okay.
He envisioned him differently, whereas like he's like maybe he had polio as a kid or he has scoliosis.
He's very hunched.
And so the idea is that he's got like a big nose.
Yep.
And he's like hunched over and kind of like
big nose, big chin,
frail looking.
Yeah.
But they still call him Big Boy because it like pumps his ego.
Yeah.
You know, like, yeah, maybe I look ugly, but I'm a big boy.
So the implication is he may look fucked up, but he's probably packing. He's probably a member of the THC community.
He might not be. He might be tiny.
He might just be trash all the way through.
And he just wants the name to make him feel like he's cool.
Okay.
Big boy.
He definitely slapped Madonna for real a couple times.
Yes.
Like you could see contact made.
Yeah.
You could hear that it was not a sound effect.
The tear was real.
He actually made her cry.
She wasn't supposed to cry, but it came out.
Yeah. I just wrote, damn, it'd be pretty cool to slap Madonna for real.
Yeah. P.S.
So Drew had a bit of an
sexual awakening while watching this movie because like I never really got why everybody was so on Madonna. I really didn't. I was like, she's whatever.
Yeah, I was never big into Madonna. Like, oh, Madonna's so hot.
Yeah, and even when she was like very popular, you and I were much younger, like too young.
In 2014.
Yeah. Or when she had American Pie or whatever.
Oh yeah.
What was that? That was Austin Powers 2?
No, that was American Boy with Kanye West.
She's Estella. Yeah. Estrella?
Maybe Estrella. Maybe Espanol for star.
What was so the first one's Beautiful Stranger? Yeah. Austin Powers. And then what's American Pie for? Nothing, just a song she covered. It's not. Is it actually for a movie?
She didn't write it?
I know I'm shocking the world.
Wait a minute. Shut up. Madonna didn't write American Pie. It might not have been.
P.S. That is maybe also one of my most hated songs of all time.
Yeah,
that Madonna cover of it.
Yeah, it's
because it got so overplayed when we were younger.
It's horrible.
I hate it.
American Pie by Madonna.
It wasn't for a movie though, right? It was just her covering the song.
I don't.
Because Beautiful Stranger was Austin Powers.
Was it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think 1. Austin Powers 1 was Beautiful Stranger. Austin Powers 2 was that Elvis Costello, Burt Bacharach song. I couldn't tell you the name of it for a bajillion dollars. And then the third one is Beyonce's Lemonade.
Yep, that was it. Madonna version. Oh, it's for the soundtrack of her own film, The Next Best Thing, starring her and Rupert Everett.
What?
You heard me.
I'm sorry. What is happening?
Andrew, you fucking heard me. Don't act like you didn't. Madonna's cover of American Pie was for the soundtrack of her movie, The Next Best Thing, co-starring Rupert Everett.
Was it directed by Guy Ritchie?
It was directed by John Schlesinger.
Eliza's dad.
I'm going to look if Eliza shows up in his Wikipedia. It does not. It could be a no relation situation.
With that last name, no relation. Scott, you're a bullshitter.
There's lots of Schlesingers.
You're a
out there.
bullshitter.
There's plenty. Schlesinger made the movie and proceeded to die 3 years later.
Yay!
Because he was 74 when he made the movie.
Boo!
Boo, John Schlesinger, liar.
Die, somebody else.
Boo.
Somebody else die.
Die another day. Boo. Did he do anything? Oh, he made some movies.
John Schlesinger.
He made Marathon Man. Like his decade was the 70s.
Midnight Cowboy, Sunday Bloody Sunday,
Day of the Locust, Marathon Man.
Yeah, Pacific Heights, which we almost watched.
And
Falcon and the Snowman.
And the last thing he ever did was the Madonna Rupert Everett vehicle. The next best thing.
That's a terrible way to die.
You got a Benjamin Bratt in it. You got a Lynn Redgrave in it.
Oh.
Ileana Douglas, underrated actress. I think just because I love her in the show Action with Jay Moore.
Okay.
Neil Patrick Harris, Doogie Howser, MR. No, he's MD. Freddie Highmore is MR.
Fucking got him. Rupert Everett.
Hey, look, Madonna almost won.
Almost won.
I guess we're watching the next best. No, we're not. Guys, I can't be clear enough. We're not going to watch the next best thing. Although we could watch Marathon Man afterwards. But again,
it's
not going to.
It's got Sir Laurence Olivier playing a Nazi.
It does. Oh, we could get real old if we wanted. We could keep going backwards.
I'm fine with that.
We can go to the silent era.
I would love to go backwards instead of just staying in the same
I would like to
30-year, 20-year gap we've been in.
It's really 90s, 2000s we've been in. So we should probably do Pacino and go old.
I agree.
But maybe we'll just maybe next time we do request, someone will be wise enough to request Dear Evan Hansen.
I'm all for it.
The plot of the next best thing is two best friends, a heterosexual woman, Abby, and a gay man, Robert.
Gay man.
Rupert Everett playing a gay, decide to have a child together. 5 years later, Abby falls in love with a heterosexual man and wants to move away with him and Robert's little boy, Sam, and a nasty custody battle ensues.
That actually kind of sounds interesting.
Gay man wants his son back.
I love my alive, not gay son.
I love my alive, not gay son. So I guess Madonna's heterosexual beau would be Benjamin Bratt.
That's an interesting couple.
Or Lynn Redgrave in her bravest role to date.
Or Neil Patrick Harris as whatever age he would be at that point.
12?
No.
I don't know.
14?
Neil in 2000 is...
he's probably older than we think he is.
27.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Yeah. So what?
He was Doogie in the 80s, and he was probably older then than he was playing. Like, he was probably 16, and he was playing what, like 13?
I know the last season of Doogie Howser, he was 39.
Okay.
This much I know.
Okay.
Beyond that, I couldn't tell you.
Is Doogie Howser Kamehameha Hawaii Maui edition or whatever?
Is that still airing? New Doogie Howser. How are we doing? Doogie Kamealoha, MD. Are we still cranking out EPs? In February 2022, the series was renewed for a second season on Disney+.
We should do a season on that.
We should.
That's our next season. 10
episodes, very digestible. One of the episodes directed by Randall Park. Oddly. Are you looking up Jane Seymour stats again?
No, I wish. I wish. That was a good viewing. A solid pair. Okay, back to Dick Tracy. I feel like we're getting off Dick Tracy.
we are prone to distraction.
Too much.
What you got? Oh, you didn't have notes. You're.
I was going off my brain while you read the synopsis or plot, and I went, "Oh yeah, that happened."
Always good. I did make an important note. When I watched this last week, I ate my last 4 white chocolate covered Oreos to this movie.
Oh my god. So now what?
Now I have to wait until the Christmas season again for my white chocolate Oreos to come back. And once again, by, I wish I was exaggerating, 12 boxes of them and portion them over
accordingly.
4 months, just about. I never ate a lot. I stretched them out nice, but it was very sad when while I was watching big rubbery faced men get mowed down with Tommy guns. I'm like, damn, I don't get another one of these for like 8 months. But it's going to be sweet. I've at least figured out the system, because in years past, there have been a couple of years where they didn't come out, and then other years where they came out and I bought a box or two, and they're literally gone. They are in stores for one shopping. There's one day where you go shopping in December and they're there. The next time you go, they are gone. But I figured this out now. So yeah, after years of getting 1 or 2 boxes, the last 2 I've gotten double-digit boxes, and it's been the right choice.
Yeah.
But I do have to wait again. I don't know who. I don't know who I think I am. I don't know who I'm trying to impress.
I don't know.
This year, I think I'm going to buy 100 boxes. I'm going to see if I can go full year. Like, yes, they all expire in like March, but what are you going to do?
Yeah.
Like what? They're going to stop being cookies?
Maybe. Everything else you love disappears.
They're going to lose structural integrity?
Yeah.
No, I'm fine going past expiry date on white. There's the white chocolate type substance. I don't know if it's actually white chocolate. Seals in.
It's just glue.
It seals in the cookie freshness.
It's just the white paste.
It's fine. It's delicious.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
Yeah.
It's just, I don't know if the highest grade of Calabo white chocolate would be better than what Oreo's using. Like they've cracked the code. They found the perfect formula. But I'm mark my words, December 2022, I'm going to every store in the greater Vancouver area and buying 100 boxes of white chocolate covered Oreos.
I dare you.
And 2023, that's my year.
Oh, okay.
Oh, what? No, I kill myself?
Yeah. You achieve your goal,
it doesn't get
and then
better.
you kill yourself.
Don't even eat them?
Yeah.
Just buy them, get home, stack them in a pyramid, kill myself.
Kill yourself on top of them.
That's kind of cool, too. I might do that.
Okay.
I have been looking for interesting ways to kill myself.
Yeah.
And I feel like involving 100 boxes of white chocolate-covered Oreos might be the way to go. I'll put it on the short list for sure.
Good. Yeah. Would you like to see Charlotte Rampling's right tit and pubic mound?
Love to see Charlotte Rampling's right tit and pubic mound. Damn, she's hot. Got it. What's that from? 2013?
2021. I mean, she's done nude scenes like way later in her career.
Did she show Bush in 45 years? No. The answer is no.
Yes.
Regrettably.
I think she did.
I don't know if she did.
Here's both boobs in full bush.
Oh.
It's grainy, though. Like, it's not very good.
That's not bad.
I'm in. Charlotte, hit me up.
Charlotte, if you're listening, and we know you are.
We know you are. Hit me up. I still would.
There was, as previously mentioned, Seymour Cassell's a cop in this. What do you got? Okay. Okay.
You know what? I'm happy that exists.
Sure.
Like, I'm happy that it's not just like, here's Britney Spears' face. Here's
just a
Dua Lipa's face.
A terrible Charlotte.
Yeah, I'm glad.
Hey.
Man, the 60s. Everyone's getting puss.
Oh, we were born in the wrong era.
Would you like to see Allison Janney? Whoa, no, thank you.
Would I?
No.
I don't know. I've never seen giraffe porn before.
Yeah.
But I always smile when Seymour Cassell shows up. You see, do you get certain actors give you a vibe that they're a nice man?
Yeah.
I get the vibe that Seymour Cassell's a nice man.
Yeah.
Not was. R.I.P. We kill him. Oh, was it Dead Presidents he was in that we watched? Did he own like the meat shop that someone worked at?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Give me a second.
What have you got going on?
Well, I was going to look it up, but then I forgot you're at a computer and I'm on my phone. So you're probably going to be faster at this than me.
I probably am. He died in 2019.
Wow.
At age 84.
Good for him.
Was he in 95's Dead Presidents?
Yeah.
Yes.
He's also in a bunch
uncredited in Dead Presidents for some reason.
Okay. Weird. He's also in a bunch of Wes Anderson movies.
Yeah, he's in Rushmore.
Royal Tenenbaums, the Life Aquatic with Steve
Yeah, of course he is.
Zissou.
Yeah.
The man who wasn't there, which is a Coen Brothers movie. He's also in...
That's one of those Coen Brothers movies that like slips under the radar for some reason. I hadn't seen it until 3 years ago. Maybe
we had to do it for the Oscars, didn't we?
I had seen it before we did it for Oscars, but not a lot before. Because for some reason I always had it in my head as one of the like B tier Coen movies, but it's really good. I liked it a lot. And Bill, I don't know what was stopping me from watching a fucking Billy Bob Coen Brothers movie. I'm like, what is there not to like?
Couldn't tell you.
But the answer is nothing, and it's really good. Oh, Seymour also uncredited. It's okay. Apparently, Seymour Cassell has never been credited for a movie in his life.
He's not an actor.
He's also uncredited in the Man Who Wasn't There.
Huh?
Yeah. So
okay.
Oh, I understand why. He
because he's the man who wasn't there.
True. No, because the ones he's uncredited in are Dead Presidents and then a Coen Brothers movie. So any movies involving blacks or Jews, he's uncredited because he doesn't want to be associated. And then any nice down the middle white movies, full credit, please.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's fair.
Even though I would, he's 100% Jewish,
yeah.
So that sort of hurts the.
Have you seen his face?
Yeah, that sort of hurts the theory, but yeah, I stand by it. There's one real good Dick Tracy fight scene where he like one punches 12 guys,
just like one big wind up.
Yeah, and they all fall. That was real fun.
Yeah. I felt like a little bit of this at times was trying to be Tim Burton's Batman.
A little.
Like, it's dark, and like some of the musical, like the score, I guess, did Danny Elfman do both?
Ooh, who did the score in this? I know Stephen Sondheim did all the songs.
Yeah, but that's singing, not music.
That's singing, not music. Would he be in the cast or would he be in the crew?
He would probably be in the crew, you dumb fuck. Curly-haired fuck.
Music by Danny Elfman.
Okay, yeah, so he did both.
There you go. Yeah, so it definitely has that vibe, for sure.
Yeah.
Real Oingo Boingo vibe.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, gotcha.
And... where were we? Yeah, okay. So yeah, Madonna is Breathless Mahoney, who we discovered. Oh, Madonna's hot.
Yeah,
this is pretty ideal Madonna, like late 80s, 90.
Yeah,
Madonna. She figured it out. She stopped wearing she stopped wearing cone bras.
Yeah, no Kabbalah,
no Kabbalah, no
Hezbollah,
no Hezbollah. Was she in Hezbollah? I guess
she was in Hezbollah. She was an OG Hezbollah.
And she's who's she with at first? She with Lips Manless?
Yeah. She's
played by
Lips Manless.
Paul Sorvino as Jack Nicholson as the Joker.
Yeah.
And then Big Boy Caprice, Al Pacino, just he just kills a bunch of people and takes over. He's like, hey, come with me, Paul Sorvino. He's like, sign this. And
I own your club now.
And I think he owned everything. I think Sorvino just signed over his life assets to Pacino, and including Madonna, who Pacino now owns.
Well, she's a slave.
She was basically sex trafficked.
She was sex trafficked in
this movie.
She was sexed in.
She was sexed in for sure. And but she's not into it. She doesn't like the guys they're with, and then immediately as soon as she starts interacting with Dick Tracy, she's trying to fuck him and is like actively angry that he's not fucking her the second they meet.
As soon as they meet each other.
Like she's a real manipulative bitch.
She is.
Like if you don't immediately fall in love with me, you're bad. Is her vibe.
I mean, I immediately did, so
I guess you're not bad.
What does 2022 Madonna look like?
Leathery. I'm gonna go leathery. Madonna.
Am I out?
2022.
Am I out?
Oh, you're. That's not a pretty picture. I mean, there's probably a better picture than that, but that's a very...
I'm out. What the fuck is that top one?
This one?
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on there. Madonna's unsettling pre-Grammy TikTok sparks fan concern.
I mean, she's just loaded full of Botox.
She looks insane here.
Ugh. And her hair. Gross. Get her away from me.
Sparks concern. The 63-year-old posted a 13-second clip just before the 2022 Grammys, showing the Material Girl musician wearing heavy silver chains and a black sheer top with her blonde hair in 4 braids. Her pose featured a close-up of her face and very large pink pouty lips. The video just showed her leaning back and forth to the camera. Her confused followers couldn't help but comment on her bizarre TikTok, with many questioning why the Queen of Pop would post such a random thing. Some wrote that the clip was completely unsettling. Another commented, "Great. How am I supposed to close my eyes and fall asleep now?" This honestly scared me, I'm not going to lie. I'm just going to remember how fabulous she was in the 90s. She was an icon. Talking about her like she's dead.
Like she's dead. Or like she's not an icon anymore because she's dead.
Sad. Ooh, yeah,
Hashtag sad.
She does look really fucked up.
Yeah, she does.
In stills from
Is
this
she the new
TikTok.
Britney? They freed Britney, so now they had to capture Madonna?
It's Britney, bitch.
It's Madonna, bitch.
Yeah.
And my face is full of Botox.
Yeah, I mean, this picture she looks fine in. Still, like, too
still
much
old.
work done, but...
63, you say? Mm-hmm. All right.
So she wasn't even super young.
In 1990?
Yeah. She was over 30.
Yeah, but she doesn't look over 30. She looks like she's in her mid-20s.
I know. She's older than I would have guessed she was in this. I would have guessed she was 20s for sure.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So she... she just, is constantly trying to fuck Tracy. And so... Do we care about the plot that much?
No.
It's a fucking cops and robbers thing.
It's a gangster thing.
Yeah, Al Pacino's the big gangster, and Dick's the straight laced cop with his best gal who resents who resents his work a bit, and then some kid
and
just shows up
annoying.
Some kid just shows up and makes himself their son.
Yeah, kind of.
Really insinuates himself into their life.
Yep. Well, I think he looks up to Dick as a detective and wants to be like a...
Well, especially because he appeared to be living with an abusive mentally ill man before.
Who may or may not have been his father.
Unclear.
Because he asked and then he was sort of like...
none of your business?
None of your business.
I guess it sort of put the guy on the spot here, because the guy had to immediately sort of make a snap decision like, hey, is it better or worse if I'm this kid's father sexually abusing him or just a guy? Because like
you can't make a baby, Scott.
You can't make a baby, so it's not incest. This much we know.
Thank you, official podcast incest correspondent
Jeremy
Irons.
What else did I have? Madonna's a manipulative bitch, obviously.
But so hot.
And so hot.
And like she tries to seduce him. Mm-hmm. And this is where you get to see her tits through her nightgown. No bra.
Yeah.
Nightgown boobs. Very nice.
Very nice.
And then...
Not unlike that Jane Seymour picture you showed me.
Correct. And so she makes the moves on him, and he's like, stuff it, doll. I'm not interested in me stuffing you. I'm interested in finding out where Flat Top is.
I like this uptight redhead instead.
And which prompted me to go like, oh, is he called Dick Tracy because he's gay? Because the hottest woman in the world now is throwing herself at you, and you're like, no, I'm all business, and I like this uglier girl.
I like Glenn Headley, even if her name is Glenn.
Second woman named Glenn.
Spelled differently.
I know, double
spelled in a more feminine way.
Glenny.
Yeah, it's Glenny. Is there an A involved?
Glenna?
No, it's not Glean. It's not Glean Headley, is it?
No, I think it's Glenn.
Dick Tracy.
IE.
Yeah, Glenne. The E at the end definitely feminizes.
Glenny.
Than just Glenn.
Glenny Headley.
Glenny Headley. She's dead too.
Whatever.
Wasn't that old. 62.
Well, sometimes you die, Scott. That's what happens. I feel like I might die right now.
Sometimes you die, Scott. That's sad. I feel like I've seen her in so many things, but I look at her filmography and I haven't seen her in many things.
Was she on a TV show you watched and then you just associate that with more things? Was she on The West Wing?
No.
Was she on...
She was recurring on ER in 1996, but I didn't watch that. She was on 3 episodes of HBO miniseries The Night Of. I guess I watched that.
Saw.
Yeah, with our boy Riz. But then movies like she was in the X-Files movie.
Which one? I Want to Believe, or whatever the second one's called.
Fight the Future.
Fight the Future.
The first one. The 1998 one.
Fight the Future is the first one?
Yeah.
I thought I guess I Want to Believe is the second one.
No, they did the two movies post series.
Yeah.
The 1998 one was mid-series.
Oh.
It was like after season 5.
Oh. Okay, wait, so there's 3 movies?
There's 3 X-Files movies.
Oh, I've only seen 2.
You haven't seen like the mid-series one?
I've seen whatever the first movie was, the mid-series one.
Fight the Future.
And I've seen the one that has Billy Connolly in it.
I think that's the third.
That's the third one.
And that one has nothing paranormal.
Sort of. A little bit.
Yeah.
Because Billy Connolly is like an old man who used to be a child molester, but
he's psychic.
He says he's psychic,
but it turns out like everything could have happened just as well with him not being psychic, as I recall.
I guess. So then what the fuck?
I think it's unclear if it was supernatural, but everything could have happened in the movie without anything supernatural.
So then what the fuck is the other one that I haven't seen?
There's you got.
So there's just the X-Files 1998.
Which is also Fight the Future. It's X-Files or X-Files Fight the Future.
Okay. And then X-Files I Want to Believe, which is the 2008 one.
Yeah.
What the hell is the other one?
Or is that it? I think
that's it.
So they didn't do 2 post-series?
I think they did 1 during and 1 post.
Okay.
And I've seen both.
X-Files movies. Maybe there are just... Right into the mic?
Yep. Yeah, I Want to Believe has Billy Connolly for sure. And Exhibit.
Sick. I remember walking past the London premiere of X-Files I Want to Believe.
London, Ontario, Canada?
Actually, no.
Oh.
Actually, London,
and
England.
The first one...
Yeah, I guess it's just the 2. Fight the Future and I Want to Believe.
Right, and the first one has like all of the main people from the show.
Oh yeah,
and the second one has just like the smoking man or whatever.
Yeah,
Skinner.
Yeah, the 98 one is like just a long episode of the show. Higher budget.
It also has noted Smoke Monster Terry O'Quinn. And remember when they made the show with the like nerdy weird guys?
Mm-hmm. Lone Gunman.
The Lone Gunman. That was bad, right? No one saw it?
Even I, a giant X-Files fan, did not watch it.
Do you know who directed the original X-Files movie? Same guy who directed Elektra, Reign of Fire.
Ooh.
I'm liking this guy's filmography. And 1993's Airborne.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Air Bud. I was like, now I'm in. Nothing in the rules that says an alien can't play basketball.
You're right. He doesn't.
But an illegal alien, yes, there is.
Well, you can't win them all, Scott.
Are Tommy guns the most inaccurate guns of all time?
Absolutely.
You just spray and hope. It's
Pretty much.
It's my my reproductive technique. Just cast a wide net.
Get close enough, and maybe we'll see.
And see what happens. But yeah, there were so many bullets.
But that's the thing is, you're shooting so many that they don't have to be accurate.
Oh no, it's
only one needs to hit.
It's the law of averages.
Yeah,
certainly.
If I'm shooting 300, I just have to hit one.
One's got to go
fine.
roughly where I wanted, and then we're okay.
Yeah. I realized there was a real lack of any form of actual blood or violence in this.
Very little. It must have been, it was PG.
I mean, it was technically Disney who made it, but then they didn't distribute it. It went to Searchlight.
Yeah.
or something like that.
Or Touchstone or something.
Touchstone. It went to Touchstone. Yeah.
But yeah, it was a Disney production.
Yeah, and I'm sure Disney wasn't in the business of showing blood and guts.
Yeah, but
Or
almost
exploded faces.
but almost showing Madonna's tits.
Kind of showing
Yeah.
Madonna's tits.
Thinking about it.
But it's Madonna. What, are you going to not do it? She's in your movie.
It's true.
She's a free spirit.
She is. And she's in Hezbollah.
Yeah.
How many Irish cops do you think Colm Meaney has played?
Oh, I don't know. 70?
A million?
Every role.
Good for him.
Big order.
He's got a job for life.
He does. He does.
And he's Lieutenant O'Brien
And he
on Star Trek.
was the bad guy sort of on a show called Hell on Wheels that I watched for 5 of 6 seasons.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
What'd you do that for?
It was pretty good until season 5, and then it got real bad, and then I turned it off.
5 good seasons of Hell on Wheels. 4.5?
Yeah, like 4. Yeah, 4.5.
That's a lot.
4 and a quarter.
For someone who doesn't watch TV,
Well, this was on.
your TV selections are very interesting.
I like different things than you.
Motorcycles,
different
or is it
strokes.
trucks?
No, it's building the highway or building the railroad.
Oh, that one. That did that many seasons?
2011 to 2016.
Wow.
And I watched seasons 1 through 4, I guess.
Did they have Chinese in it?
There was Chinese in it. There was a lot of racism towards the Chinese.
Did they call it? What do they call him?
His best friend was played by Common.
Nice. What do they call him in Deadwood? Celestials? Do they call him Celestials in that? Or is that just a Deadwood thing?
That might be just a Deadwood thing.
Because I've never heard that otherwise. I'm all for
Me
new.
neither.
I'm all for new slurs, but I've never come across that elsewhere
Nope.
or Saint elsewhere.
Saint elsewhere, which is connected to this.
So, Roseanne's mom showed up in this for a sec.
Roseanne's mom.
You
Kathy Bates?
no, Kathy Bates also shows up for a sec.
Yep.
But she was just someone at the police station. I think I'm like, oh shit, a younger Beverly.
Couldn't tell you.
I can't remember her last name because I can't remember Roseanne's maiden name on Roseanne.
Beverly Barr.
I don't think it was Barr, but I have no idea what.
Beverly Arnold.
Hold on, what's Jackie's name? What's Aunt Jackie? Jackie Metcalf. No, that's just the actress.
Jackie McGillicuddy.
I feel like I should know this.
Took her mom's
I feel
name.
like I should know my Roseanne better, but I don't. I like a good Red State show. A Red State show that then fired the star for supporting Trump.
I don't know if it was about supporting Trump. I think it was about having wild, outlandish views
Was it
on
about
things.
supporting Jay Briscoe?
Yes.
If you try to teach my kids there's nothing wrong with that, I'll fucking shoot you. Yeah, I guess it was the threat of murder that
Yeah, probably.
that made it bad, even if he didn't say a slur.
It was implied. The slur was implied.
It was a real implied slur. Well, live and learn for next time, Jay. So anyway, there's this additional shadowy bad guy who seems to be fucking with both sides, both Dick Tracy and Big Boy Caprice.
What does he look like?
He's got no face.
Oh.
But he talks exactly like Cobra Commander.
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah. Like exactly. Like everything is a hiss. I don't, because I've maybe seen the movie before. I feel like I've seen parts of the movie before. I don't know if I've seen Dick Tracy start to finish before. But so I didn't remember at the beginning. I sort of figured it out as it went along because it became kind of obvious. But I didn't know at first who the blank is the actual.
The blank.
Yeah. Did they ever call the character the blank?
No.
They didn't, right? I feel
I think
like
they
I
just
heard
said a man with no face.
Yeah, I heard no
or
face
something.
a couple times. But what was I saying about Cobra Commander?
Hisses when he talks.
Yeah.
Sounds exactly like him.
I guess that was it.
I guess I heard somebody compare it to in Star Wars when Princess Leia frees Han Solo from carbonite, that it sounds a lot like her character then when she's got the mask on.
Oh, okay.
That's what I read, at least. I don't know. Star Wars is gay.
I mean, we could have had Harrison Ford in
Could have
this role.
had Harrison Ford in a lot of things. Except for he hates acting.
Yeah. Not a lot of people. Harrison Ford's least favorite thing, acting.
His favorite thing, crashing planes.
Loves crashing planes.
Yeah.
It's his passion.
He loves getting hurt doing things that aren't movies.
Yeah.
That's his favorite thing.
Yeah.
What we should do is we should work our way towards Hollywood Homicide, where we can watch a movie where a man is actively furious about everything he's doing.
Yes. I do like an I'm mad that I'm acting vibe.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I told my agent I would do this, and I'm real fucking happy I'm here.
We got Dustin Hoffman as Mumbles, who either has a speech impediment, a physical impediment on his mouth, or is mentally retarded. Unclear.
I don't know that you can determine which one it is.
And at one point, he's interrogated and says a bunch of gibberish. And then,
but Dick can understand him.
Dick can kind of understand him.
It's a real Kenny situation.
The second time he interrogates him, he plays the tape, which was hidden in the polar bear shaped water cooler.
Yeah, that the tap was its penis.
That the tap was its penis, which I liked. And he plays the tape, and it's him mumbling again, and Mumbles laughs at Tracy, saying, it's just me mumbling, what are you going to do? And then Tracy does some fucking 1930s technological magic, where he transforms the audio tape, which at that point would be like a wire recording or something, or phonograph, a wax cylinder, transforms that into perfect English speech, and with Mumble saying Big Boy did it. I'm like, I don't know if they had that technology. And then so Tracy's like, hey, if you don't tell me what I want to know, I'm gonna show this to Big Boy. And then Mumbles tells Dick Tracy what he wants to know in perfect speech, no mumbling, which brings up the question, was Mumbles faking for attention, or did Dick Tracy scare the retardation out of him? Your thoughts?
I think he scared him straight.
Scared him straight?
Yeah.
Well, follow-up question. Should we be doing that with more mentally handicapped people?
I got some people we can try it out on.
Your entire workforce?
Like half the people that work at my store, yeah.
Present company excluded.
Excluded,
yes.
Because I'm already cured.
Oh.
Being here today cured me.
It actually cured her retardation. No Faces Cobra Commander. So Big Boy sets up, first tries to kill Tracy, doesn't work, then sets him up for a crime. Oh no, the blank actually sets him up for the
blank
crime.
sets him up for a crime.
Yeah.
The blank,
which is part of
the
blank's grand plan.
But first, Big Boy gets all of the gangsters together.
Yeah,
he wants to form a posse.
He has a gangster summit.
Yeah, he wants them to all work together.
James Caan tells him to go fuck himself.
Yes, Jimmy Caan, friend of the show.
Friend of the show, Jimmy
Caan.
Of a news radio joke. I loved you in Thunderball. I was in Rollerball. One of many funny things Andy Dick has said and done.
Yeah. In
real life and on TV.
A lot of things in real life. I love sexually assaulting women and then telling them it's fine because he's gay.
I'm gay.
Just like grabbing pussy.
Oh, yeah.
Grabbing breasts. Like what? I'm gay. I'm not enjoying this.
I'm doing a bit. I'm gay. Grow up. Yeah, Jimmy Caan tells him to go fuck himself. He doesn't want to be part of some sort of gangster union.
Yeah.
And leaves the meeting after 60 seconds. That's James Caan's entire appearance, and his car fucking blows up.
Car blows up.
Yeah. And they're
and then this has maybe one of the best parts of the movie.
Yes.
So Dick and the police have tried to infiltrate the meeting.
Yeah.
Dick's up on the building when the car explodes.
Yeah.
And then Dick jumps from the building to a telephone pole and appears to just shatter his face.
It is a rough jump.
Shatter his face on the pole.
Yeah.
And then slide down it. And then I read afterwards that it was the stunt double who actually shattered his face. And apparently Warren Beatty felt really bad about it.
Yeah, when I saw it, I'm like, ooh, that looked like for a movie, that kind of jump should look cleaner.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing there was a reason they couldn't do another take.
Yeah.
And it's because the stuntman fucked himself up doing it.
Didn't have a working face after that.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it's watch that scene if you don't watch the whole movie. The whole movie's pretty fun, but watch that scene of a guy just wrecking himself on a streetlight.
Yeah, just shattering his cheekbone.
He hits so hard. I was like, I don't think that was fake.
No, absolutely. Yeah, I definitely.
There's a lot of real shit in this movie. Pacino slapping Madonna, guys breaking their faces on streetlights.
Yeah,
it's fun.
Real cement drowning.
Yeah, they actually drowned Paul Sorvino in cement.
Yeah, little did everybody know he died in 1990, and they got a new Ultimate Warrior.
Yeah, Paul Sorvino. Yeah, then
was Jim Hellwig.
Yeah, and also the Texas Tornado.
And Texas Tornado. And The Undertaker.
Kane the Undertaker.
Kane the Undertaker.
So confusing.
So confusing.
Why is it got to be like that?
They both could have been Kane.
Spoiler, long story short, Breathless Mahoney, Madonna, is the blank and has been playing both sides, but wants to side with Tracy because he's a better lay than Pacino.
Well, she doesn't actually fuck Pacino that we know of.
Well, but she's heard things.
Ah, sure.
Oh, one thing. So when Pacino takes over Paul Sorvino's club,
his racket,
illegal casino, illegal casino, and he's making Madonna and her backup dancers like rehearse their number. That's maybe my favorite scene in the movie.
That was really good.
Where he's screaming at them.
Yeah, screaming like to
just do
instructions and stuff. And then when somebody says hey, big boy, we've been here all night. It's 2 a.m. He's like, no, 2 a.m. I didn't realize we fucking stopped at 2 a.m. Now fucking play the music.
This number is trash. We're doing this until we get it right. And he's like, he's doing the whole number with them, like showing them how to do it better, like doing all the kicks. And like he's sweating bullets.
Yeah. I will say, I feel like Pacino actually was really invested in doing this character.
Oh, he's going for it.
He was crazy.
Yeah, this was like
yelling, screaming.
This was screaming Pacino for sure.
Very, very entertaining.
As time would go on, would become every role he did.
Yeah, of course. But it's not like he's getting a ton of roles.
Jack and Jill
as himself. Playing people on HBO miniseries.
That's kind of his move.
Series.
Yeah, playing crazy guys on...
Yeah, people with weird HBO. Hair or weird faces. Or who help you die.
Or weird hobbies.
Or
friends with weird hobbies, in the case of the Joe Paterno one. Yeah. Which we also might do.
We might.
We'll see. But my last note is, Madonna's even more of a bitch than I thought. She's also a murderer and criminal.
Can we talk about the throwing a dummy down the hole when Pacino gets thrown down the hole?
Oh, so good.
Just so very clearly a doll.
Big boy meets his final destination in like the big climactic scene with him and Tracy fighting, but then the blank enters herself as it goes on, and Pacino gets dumped down this like.
It's like a clock tower or something, isn't it?
Sort of. Or if it's like a granary or something.
Oh yeah, green. Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
It's a thing with a big trap door over nothing, over an abyss.
A black abyss. Yeah,
yeah, and it's not the most convincing body flying down a large distance,
not particularly
from a bird's eye view you've ever seen. You've probably seen it better in any Warner Brothers cartoon.
Yep. Yeah. But there was also a part earlier that I forgot to mention. It was when they put Paul Sorvino in the concrete crypt.
Yeah.
And then they're getting out of the warehouse, and then he says to the guys, get that out of here, and they just pick it up like it weighs nothing.
Yeah.
It's full of concrete
and a man
and a 275-pound Paul Sorvino.
That's not kind to Paul Sorvino, but he's not a small man.
And they're like they just lift it and carry it away.
Yeah. A man-sized box full of concrete and a man.
And it's nothing. I thought that was pretty stupid.
They're very strong henchmen.
Yeah. I gotta say, like, good for Beatty for not only one casting Madonna in the role because you get to make out with Madonna and see her tits. I mean, I guess he was dating her in real life, so that means he got to anyways. But
Was he dating her in real life?
yeah, remember he proposed to her, and then she said no, and so he's like, "Oh, it wasn't a real proposal. It was a friendship ring."
You loser, Warren Beatty.
You fucking loser. But yeah, good for him for that. But also just like making everybody else in the movie look terrible. Like everyone else has to look like complete garbage. So I'm the only attractive person in the movie, even though he's not attractive.
Well, let's not shortchange the kid.
Well, yeah, but there's an age limit on attractiveness.
Yeah, and it stops at 12.
Stops at 12. Oh, too old.
It's okay. The kid has a good career, I've been told.
He goes places.
Not necessarily acting, but
well, I mean, he's probably a millionaire. Like,
I'm not worried about him.
I'm not worried about him either.
He's going to be okay.
He should come back to Hollywood, though.
Yeah.
I guess we'll find out his abilities when we watch 24/18's
Chained for Life?
Chained for Life?
Good stuff. Our next movie.
Maybe.
We're probably not going to watch it. Any other bits? I've gone through all my notes.
No.
It ends with like a doll of Big Boy falls down a chasm.
Doll of Big Boy.
Breathless Mahoney's revealed to be the blank. She's like, "Hey Tracy, we should fuck and also run this town." And he's like, "No, I'm a fucking square. I don't play your games.
I like the uglier one."
And she died. Did Big Boy
shot her? Yeah, like there was a real pull your gun, bam bam,
right? And
then Dick shoves him down the thing.
Yeah, and then Glenn Headley and the kid have like a polyamorous relationship at the end, and it's a pretty progressive movie for a movie made in the 1930s. It's no The Quran.
It's no The Quran. Dick Tracy does not tell women it can't drive.
1,000 years before cars are invented. But yeah, that's everything I had on that. It's a fun movie. Looks very cool. The paintings, and they use some some miniature sets and stuff that look very cool. And yeah, it seems like they had fun making it, and people are into it. Yeah, like Pacino, as Pacino is wont to do, goes for it.
He does. Yeah, absolutely. Role. This is before Pacino kind of quit acting.
Yeah.
Like, he's still trying hard. I guess it's really easy when you're just playing like a mob boss, which is pretty much something he's played forever.
Yeah.
Also, I read that both Nicholson and De Niro were offered roles in it, but Nicholson took the Joker role, and De Niro was afraid to play a gangster because he didn't want to get typecast as a gangster in everything. Even though up until that point he'd almost exclusively played some form of bad guy.
Even though this year he made Goodfellas. Yep. Speaking of which, Scorsese was
he was rumored to be a director at one point.
Scorsese was a Dick Tracy fan?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was involved at one point. Tim Burton was involved at one point. John Landis was involved at one point.
But couldn't because?
I don't know, some kind of legal issue or something.
Stemming from some sort of Twilight Zone
I believe
situation?
He was too busy conceiving a shitbag son.
Hey, that son bought us pizza.
But we didn't take any, did we? I don't remember eating any.
I ate pizza.
Okay, well, I guess you like Max Landis more than I do.
I had some cheese pizza from Max Landis, if you catch my drift.
Cheese.
Some CP from ML.
Cool.
If you, we go to the same meetings. He's good. Hey, as far as personal interactions with Max Landis, 1 positive, 0 negative.
Pause. P-O-Z.
Maybe 1 paused up, 0 not.
I remember how angry the guy behind us in line was when he was like, "Oh, I got everybody free pizza," and the guy was like, "Fuck you, Max Landis."
That's right. I forgot.
Like Landis like pulls up in a car. Okay, so we're at Battle of Los Angeles in LA.
2016.
We're standing outside on day 3 in line.
Reseda, California.
And Max Landis and his buddy pull up in their car because they'd been there like both days because like, he's a huge wrestling fan.
Yeah.
And he just like pulls up with Papa John's, and him and his friend have like 12 pizzas.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, I got everybody like some Papa John's while we wait in line. And just the neckbeard standing behind us, just out of nowhere, just like, fuck you, Max Landis.
It's so good.
It's so good. And like completely unwarranted. Like
No.
the guy just said, I got you free pizza.
Because I don't think people were even mad at Max Landis yet. In 2016.
Mm-hmm.
He wasn't Me Too'd up.
No, it was way later he got Me Too'd.
Maybe the guy in line was the guy.
That's who he Me Too'd?
That's who he Me Too'd.
That poor neckbeard.
That poor neckbeard. Max, you could have done better. Your dad's famous.
Your dad's famous for being a murderer.
Look, for being there when murders happened.
I guess.
He didn't do the murders.
He did murder 2 children. 2 Vietnamese children.
Sure.
And Vic Morrow.
And Vic Morrow. And almost like 5 other people.
Almost
on
the
set
entire
of the
crew.
Almost everyone who worked on the Twilight Zone movie. It's the craziest thing. We should probably do the Twilight Zone movie sometime.
It's good. I like it.
Yeah.
I actually really like it.
Yeah. You got Lithgow.
You got Lithgow. You got
a bunch of
Dan
You got
Aykroyd.
a bunch of people who died.
That's the people who died.
Head cut off by a
Helicopter.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fun. But Max Landis, good guy, I think is the takeaway from this. For non-wrestling fans, regardless of what you think about Max Landis, check out, it's just on YouTube, his little short, it's like maybe 20-minute film called Wrestling Isn't Wrestling.
Yeah.
It's very good. It's
good.
It's a really good thing for wrestling fans to show non-wrestling fans. That sort of explains why we're gay for wrestling.
Why we like this stupid, dumb, fake thing.
Stupid, dumb, gay, fake thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so check that out. If 1, you're still listening, and 2, you're like, why do these guys like wrestling? That would be a good reason for you to watch this. And if you love, like we do, Max Landis. Creator of Dirk Gently's Holistic Detective Agency, which is a pretty fun show, actually.
I don't know the show. I don't watch shows.
Elijah Wood and the guy who plays Dirk Gently.
Oh, he doesn't play Dirk Gently?
No.
Oh, I thought he did.
He plays
Dirk Gently's friend.
Frodo Baggins?
Dildo Baggins.
The kid from Flipper.
The kid from Flipper.
Is how I know Elijah Wood.
Dirk Gently is played by Samuel Bennett.
Of course. Who doesn't
know
and love Samuel Bennett?
Sam Bennett?
Yeah.
There's a hockey player named Sam Bennett, so I like that Sam Bennett, I guess.
I don't think he's Dirk.
You don't know.
I don't know, but...
Well, now you know, N-word.
The gentleman racist. If you do not know, now you know, N-word. I regret to inform you that now you know.
All right. Is that it? We done?
Yeah, I think we're good.
Good.
Join us.
This was an easy episode.
This was an easy episode. I love an easy... You know what? Next week's going to be an easy episode. We're going to have a little string of easy episodes.
Oh, I was going to say, let's do some hard ones.
No. We did hard ones. We did fucking 4 weeks, which turned into 5 because we had to do a break in the middle so we wouldn't kill ourselves.
And we also can't keep it under 3 hours.
We couldn't keep each half under 3 hours.
Whatever. We're putting out content. That's all that matters.
Just cranking out
Shut
content. Up. How many fucking hours did we do in the last month? I bet it's ungodly, the bullshit we've cranked out for you assholes. So, in less than 2 months, February 21st to now, 214, 212, 254, 257, 258, 255, 253, 212, 329, 405, Jesus, 247, 213, 202, 136, and today's, which is just over 2. That's, by my count, 739 hours of content.
That's crazy.
In the last less than 2 months. Oh, sorry, it's 127 hours. It's a Franco. It's a Franco.
Which one of us cut an arm off?
You. Dibs not.
Okay,
Dibs
fine,
not.
but I get to cut your dick.
No back. What?
What?
Way ahead of you, friend.
Oh, okay.
Join us next week for probably an Al Pacino movie, but you never know.
Could be a Manny Patinkin.
Could be Mandy Patinkin. Could be Chain for Life.
Oh!
Oh, and there goes the VCR.
That's the end of the episode.
That's the end of the
when
episode.
When you hear the VCR rewind,
Catch
that's
you
the
next
end
time,
of the episode.
dudes, dogs, and everything in between.
THC, baby.